exam as well.
That is correct. Yeah. So, which I wonder if that's changed a bit. Like, I wonder if through the years there have to have been like way back in another life when I was 18, I took the real estate license, whatever it's called. Not to be a broker, but to be able to do real estate stuff. And they had like a little, this
you
is
went to Realtor.com?
No, this was back in the 90s. And they had this little disc you could buy for a couple $100 from one of them training companies. And you put it in.
This seems like a cash grab.
It was. But I think it costs like $125 to take the test itself and get your license. So they would give you like all these sample questions that and this is like to be clear, this is like a fully accredited, like state licensed training company that would do this.
Cash grab.
And so you go in and you just take these hundreds of sample questions. You keep doing it until you got everything down. Well, what was amazing to me was when I went into the place where they have the proctors that observe you taking the test and all that. Hey, there it is. Not only were the test questions similar, they were literally exactly the same, down to like Jason and Chris want to buy a house. It would be Jason and Chris want to buy a house. I don't know how they pulled that off. They were literally verbatim the same questions. I wonder if, I'm sure not to that effect, but I have to think, maybe any new attorneys could tell me, compared to when my dad took the bar exam in the 60s,
right.
Obviously there's got to be like little fun games and things you can do, like baby's first bar exam, to do better at it. Anyways, my whole point was this. A courtroom. I know. All right, hold on. I'm 1 for 2. 2 for 3. 3 for 4 throwing empty cups of creamer into the garbage. 4 for 5. Okay, well, that's 80%.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there wasn't a 6, so it's going to bother me for a while that I'm using an odd number of creamers.
6?
Could have used 4.
I could have. But I don't like... I like
a little coffee with your creamer?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and also, I would like to note this, too. The Paul McCartney concert in Santa Barbara. Sorry, ADD. Let me go back. My whole point was the worst place to be is a courtroom before a trial, a courtroom bathroom. I also learned at a very young age at this radio station, I think when I was first interning at 16, maybe not so much for this show, but one of the worst places to be is the 30 seconds before a show starts and the mics go on. Because I remember being in there, whether it was in with the Rise guys or Grant and Mike or whoever. Basically, the 30 seconds before a show starts is that's basically, and when you have multiple people, they're all doing it at the same time. You don't really do that. I always do that, but I think part of it is a learned behavior when I was a kid. Which I feel like we should just turn the mics on and then get it sponsored.
Sure we will.
Who would be a good sponsor for that?
Ricola.
Something involving clearing out something.
Pipes.
Paul McCartney concert was what? A month? More than a month ago. It was whenever USC played Illinois. That's because when my daughter jinxed the whole thing.
Too soon June? Too soon June.
Too soon June. Mm-hmm. That's right. Which ended up not being her nickname, by the way. So
does she have a nickname?
She does. This is the rare moment where I actually don't think I want to share it publicly. It's way too, it's not bad. It's not bad. There's an alarm in my head saying, I can just hear her mother saying, you know what, not everything's for the radio, which is 5 words that has been spoken many times in my household. Not everything.
Fusion.
Is for the radio. Fusion. Get to that. So we'll get to that. Because we had a phone call yesterday, you and I, and there was a development. Yeah, there was a development. Anyways, so a month and a half ago, concert, right? This is the first time I'm wearing my Paul McCartney concert shirt.
Second time.
Second time.
Did I wear it the first time?
You wore
Did I
it.
wear it once?
The Monday after, I
I
believe.
said the same exact thing I said to you down the hall.
Dang, I don't remember wearing it. And then
Chris, what was your saying? Something like,
Oh, I'm wearing a Paul McCartney shirt.
which I was saying.
I thought you said something like, oh, $80 well spent or something.
No, I didn't say that.
50.
Oh.
So that's better. But he needs the money. He's old and he's got to do old people.
I know the tickets were free, right?
Tickets were very
Cheap.
free. Oh, God. Thank you. Oh,
Got a pair that you haven't sold?
when is this concert? Hold on.
Oh, it already happened.
Oh, God, please tell me it didn't. Paul McCartney, New Orleans.
Oh, that was last night.
No, what was it?
No. I hear you, Chris.
I heard you too, Chris. Oh, it's tomorrow.
Holy moly, you better sell that. Oh, actually, you might get peak value now.
Or like everyone's like, meh, he sucks. We're not going. Ooh.
What are we going to list them for?
Did you see his Santa Barbara concert? I don't even know if I want to go.
And those T-shirts.
Well, what's cool is you get you get a T-shirt for every show. So this one's for Santa Barbara. I don't know if he did that just for this.
Oh, September 26th.
September. Hey, it was back on September, so it was like a month and 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I thought this was the first time I wore it, and then I was going to say I waited so long because I knew Chris would say that, even though Chris wore his Oasis shirt like the day he came back.
That's the joke.
And you know what I didn't do? I didn't say, "Hey, I'm Chris, and we're." You know what? I probably did.
That's the joke.
That I didn't do that.
Oh, since we're talking about dressing up, do you guys have your Halloween costume for Friday yet?
I do.
Just want to make sure that we're not.
I'm going to be a ghost.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be invisible. That's the joke, because I will not be here.
Oh, and you're going to be in New York like Ghostbusters.
That's right. Good old New York.
Are you dressing up coming here, Chris?
Of course.
What are you going to dress up as?
Well, you're going to have to wait and see.
I won't be here. I think I should dress up as Capital.
Oh, you're going to be so mad.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Well, why don't you just? So you're not gonna.
There's nobody. There won't be anybody here.
Yeah, there won't be anybody here.
Why wouldn't anybody be here?
Jason's doing.
It's
the
Friday.
Show. Yeah. Jason's doing the show remotely. I won't be on.
Where are you going to be doing the show, Jason?
Where Dave's sitting?
Oh.
Man, I had him too.
No, you didn't.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay. Well, this is good. I apparently can't get into my Ticketmaster account. Shockingly,
That's all right. Those tickets are worth nothing.
seriously, they probably. I'll bet you dude. I'm gonna take such a bath on this watch. They'll be like, oh, you can sell your right now. We'll give you $49 a ticket for it, instant. All because I got all oh, I gotta get him now. Gotta take my kid. Spoiled ass. So yeah, you and I had a conversation yesterday. Good morning, everybody. Where we were talking about how my wife did end up hearing. I don't know if she went back and listened or not.
Set the screen.
But she ended up hearing my rating on the Indian enchiladas. Sounds like a country song, by the way. And that was Indian Outlaw. And so we had a discussion about that. And then she's like, well, you'll be happy to know then I'm going to make regular enchiladas tonight. I love my wife's enchiladas. I do. I'll house those, and then she knows I love them for leftovers. They're really, really good. And there's usually some rice and beans that go with it. So, I come home, throw some enchies, and rice. What?
These ticket prices are ridiculous.
Yeah. Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Wait, where are your seats at?
I don't know. Hold on.
Actually, I didn't think they were as high as I thought they were going to be.
What, the really?
Yeah.
No, I like Chris's answer better. I need them to be very expensive and all sold
Like
out.
top row isn't all that expensive.
Yeah, no, okay.
Or top section isn't that
Let's
expensive.
see, my tickets for Paul McCartney.
Okay, I'm trying to buy two.
Section 108, row 10, seats 5 and 6. Which, by the way, aren't as good as they sound because there's like floor seats and da-da-da-da-da. There's pretty good seats.
Section 108. Say that again.
108, row 10, seat 5.
Okay.
And 6.
So 108.
Woo!
What?
Section 10.
Pricey.
Really? How much?
Okay, so here's what I'm seeing.
Section 108, row 12.
Uh-huh.
$762.
Okay.
I got section 10 for you though.
Oh, you do? You do? Or wait, row 10 you mean?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You said 108 row 10?
Yes.
Oh, I see it.
There's 3 different sellings on this.
Uh-huh.
703,
Okay.
857, 952.
Dude, I would happily take 703 right now. But that right now, if I want to sell them instantly, they're offering me $175 a ticket.
This seems like a cash grab.
By the way, mine are listed right now for wait, hold on. There aren't any listed for mine are listed for $500 a piece right now.
You've already listed them?
I've listed them a long time ago, but they just haven't been bought, so I need to go in and adjust it.
This is so gross.
Isn't it, though?
Because, wait, how much are they saying like you could get right now?
Okay, so $175 a piece.
So $175, and then they could sell them for
That's
like
right.
$500. But if they don't get that,
That's right.
we made it someplace else.
Not to mention that I'm listing them at $5. By the way, just so people know, I'm listing them at $500. I paid $625 a pop for them. I'm already taking $150. Oh, and by the way, no, Chris, here's what's grosser. Listed at $500, you will be paid out $425. They take $75 as a broker fee.
They've already taken a fee off of the ticket that they bought, then they're going to take another fee off of what you're selling for less than what you bought them for. Oh, and hey, you know what? If it doesn't meet our parameters, we're just not going to sell them.
That's right.
Because we're going to get a better profit someplace else.
That is correct. Which is why there are a lot of things worse in this world than Ticketmaster, like war and famine and all that. So let's just acknowledge that out of the gate. But I think I'm not sure there's one thing that in this political jumble of a world we're in where everyone hates everyone and everyone disagrees on everything and blah, blah, blah. I'm not sure that there is a more united front than anyone of any political persuasion going, yeah, Ticketmaster's corrupt and it needs to be stopped. Like Ticketmaster needs to be disbanded and charged with a bunch of crimes, or all their stuff needs to be made illegal and they can't. Like, is there anyone out there caping for like, hey, listen, Ticketmaster is actually good.
Without Ticketmasters, how could you go to a concert?
This is a true story. I will not mention the state senator, and no, it's not Angie Ashby or anybody we know. It was randomly a state senator. It's near the Bay Area. A name you guys wouldn't know unless you're into this stuff. This is super random, and I don't even know why they called me, but I got a call. This is about 2 years ago. I might have told one of you about this. They were proposing. They were trying to write a law. No, what was it? They weren't trying to write a law. They were trying to make one of them proclamations, whereas like, hereas Ticketmaster is overcharging derpy. Whereas the people have had here we call on Ticketmaster to stop derpy. And they asked if I would, and again, they probably had 500,000 signatories. It's not like I'm a stud, but they said, hey, can we want to be able to put your name on it too. And I was talking to the actual person. I said, well, why don't you just draft legislation saying limit the price you can resell a ticket to 5% above face value. I don't know, something simple, something small. They can still make their little profit, but it's like 5%. Like, you're
a lawmaker. How about you make a law?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. I don't want to sign a proclamation. Dude, you go out and you try to write a law that's actually going to help people. Right. I'll wave one of them little signs in the background at your press conference. I'll do whatever. I'll knock door to door. This is something that can actually help people. Swear to God, we talked for 20 minutes. And again, I don't want to blow this person up because they seem like a nice person. No joke. They were like, yeah, can't do that. Well, why? We'll 100% lose re-election the next time I run. Well, what are you talking about? They will go after everybody. They will go after every donor. They will find somebody to run against me. You don't go after these guys. StubHub, Ticketmaster, they all band together. And they'll, on top of that, like, they will find somebody to run against me, and not only will they be curiously well-funded, but at one of their events, they're going to magically have some sort of artist playing at their event that they in no way, shape, or form could afford, that people are going to come in and buy tickets to, that is going to go to the Chris Verlaud for, Senate campaign. They don't even want to touch them.
Did you charge them fees for that conversation?
As a matter of fact, I did.
So, as a public servant, the most important thing is keeping your job, not actually do anything to improve people's lives.
And again, that's something I think all sides can, I always say let's not get political unless it's something that I'm fairly confident everybody agrees on.
Everybody agrees that people in the government should be helping
People.
Yes.
And but the fact of the matter is that if you have a 4-year term, you basically have about a year and a half to govern. You get settled in, then you can try to govern for a year and a half as the new kid on the block, and then you're rerunning again. And then after that, now all you're trying to do is get reelected. In the case of Ticketmaster, this is something I wish there was a way. I would love for somebody who's motivated enough to come in and say, nope, this is how. This is how we take them on, because it is just so disgusting, and it would make me feel a lot. Not a lot better. And I was going to say, well, at least be palatable. It wouldn't be palatable. It would at least be kind of better if the artist was getting the bulk of this, but they're not. It's all Ticketmaster, and this goes all the way back. Old heads will remember. This goes all the way back to Pearl Jam's second tour, I think, for the Versus album.
Gross.
What's gross? I'm trying to figure out a lot of things.
Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam's gross?
Yeah.
Why?
They're from Seattle.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I think it was their second tour. It was them touring for, I want to say, the Versus album. I don't think it was Vitalogy. And they were like, yeah, we're not doing Ticketmaster. Sorry. You can buy your tickets off the website. We're going to book our own venues, and I'm pretty sure and this happened for a while, and that's where maybe it was Vitalogy, because you guys might remember, maybe you probably don't actually, that there was Pearl Jam 10, their first album that was crazy. Then they had Versus, then they had Vitalogy, and then there was this stretch of a bunch of albums where they just kind of, they weren't as big, like No Code and stuff like. It's almost like they got shunned in a weird way by the business. And I want to say they got back with Ticketmaster years later, and Ticketmaster is still Ticketmaster. So what the hell is it about Ticketmaster that is why is it that as a society we can look at these concert prices? I've learned a lot more since my England trips now that the American prices are far different than, dude, the English would straight throw all your instruments into the pond and freaking riot. They would not take that. Whereas we're paying for Paul McCartney, $600 a ticket or whatever if you're going. If you're charging them $100 a ticket, they're like, oh no, that's not right, and they're rioting.
I saw for the Dodgers game last night, it was $80 for parking, and I was telling our group of friends, I said, me and my buddy saw a Champions League game and a Manchester City Arsenal game for that price combined for 4 tickets. And that's just to put your car somewhere. And it's not like it's an easy place to get public transportation to Dodger Stadium. Stupid, stupid city.
Now, I have to say this. I don't completely blame Ticketmaster. You know that, right? It's not completely their fault.
People have a right to make money.
They do. I mean, you can say it in a voice, but they do.
But people have a right to be a middle manager.
Yeah, they also do there too. You can do that in a voice too, but you can't say a thing that's true, but you say it in a voice and then it's not true. But here's where half the fault lies. Us. It's our fault. It's our fault.
It's not my fault.
Maybe not your fault then, but as a society, it's our fault. Because the quickest way to fix this, by the way, says the guy that literally bought tickets and is trying to sell. I get it's my fault. Don't buy the tickets. Somebody's texting, what'd they say in here? That Chris Stapleton tickets for a San Francisco show are $1,600 for floor seats. Okay. Well, if that show
gross.
If that show sells out or sells very well.
Do you know who else's fault this is?
Huh?
Chris Stapleton's. Do you really need to suck every dollar out of your fan?
No. But let me ask you, because I'm kind of curious. Do you feel that in the responsibility tree the fans share blame? I'm asking you.
I think everyone is to blame.
Okay. That's a good answer.
I would say to just blame the fans would be.
No. I'm not saying that. I haven't said that.
I think a lot of these artists are like, oh, that's just how it is, and they don't dig into.
Right, but and this is where we get back to a fan union, the longest running conversation on this show, and it's always for sports. If the fans were to band together and Paul McCartney were to go out and charging, $700 plus a ticket, and they all band and say, yeah, dude, not doing it, and Paul McCartney goes out and it's like a couple old ladies in the back going, yay, yay! It's John Halliburton, and there's 400 people at the show. Well, they're going to figure out really quickly that they need to adjust their business model. But why adjust your business model other than, ethics? Why adjust your business model when everything's selling out anyways? Well, the market dictates what the prices will be, and the market is paying these prices. You don't have to go to Paul McCartney. You don't require that for sustenance.
Oh, I know I don't have to go to Paul McCartney.
You don't have to go to Oasis. You don't require that for
sustenance. You
have
have to go to Oasis.
You don't.
And they care about their fans.
You really can survive without going to Oasis, weirdly enough. You don't have to go to the World Series. You do not. You can watch it on TV like I did for most of the World Series last night. Not all. It's interesting. We do need a union. But then you get a union, everybody will be like, I don't want to do the union. That's stupid. Okay, well, there's Ticketmaster, just ticket mastering.
So what happened with the enchiladas?
Yeah, so anyways, so we go to Mason's. That's why I wasn't at the big event that Chris was kissing up and attending, is where we got our new market manager announced. And by the way, shout out, the audio and video on it was phenomenal. I was at Mason's first play. They had a play-in game against John Adams.
Oh,
I thought you said play.
No, play. He was playing. He was playing with his friend. No, he was at a play. Oh my God!
Is that a play date?
To be or not to be? I think it's kind of what I'm asking.
Twas must be nobler.
No, see, no, not him. Twas be nobler and stuff. Why is my kid butthead? So he, so they won. Screw you, John Adams. Beat them. Come from behind, 1-0, then 1-3-2. What? Yeah, I know. Well, he did catch the kite with the key, and he became and won the Civil War, John Adams.
He's also on Mount Rushmore.
That's right. So, and by the way, HBO doc with pig vomit from the Howard Stern movie. Remember? No.
You don't remember? He goes, John Adams.
John Adams. Yum. So, anyways, we get home. We'd already had the enchilada talk while we're watching my son play. Once you have let me know that there's something like enchiladas on the way for dinner, my entire body, if anyone's ever driven an electric vehicle, when you get to the charging station, when it knows you're about to charge, it preconditions the vehicle, okay, so that you can charge at the quickest possible time. It's all ready to go. When I get told that something like enchiladas or pizza or barbecue chicken, something I love, is coming for dinner, my body begins to precondition myself. I can taste it. I start thinking about it because I'm big, fatterton. I'm already there, right? So anyways, we get home after the game, whatever. So I go to the outside place and I'm watching the games and all that. I go inside at one point and I see our Instapot pressure cookers on. And I go, I didn't know you use this. Are you doing pressure cooker enchiladas or something? She goes, nah, I just decided to make cheesy mac. Which is macaroni, grated cheddar cheese, and ground beef. It's fine. It's good, even. It's basically homemade hamburger helper, and I'm fine with hamburger helper. You know what it's not, Jason?
Enchiladas?
It's not enchiladas and beans and rice. So she clapped back at me saying we'd have enchiladas tonight, and then I'd have tasty enchilada leftovers today when I got home. You know what I have today when I get home, Jason?
Cheesy mac.
Cheesy mac leftovers.
Sounds good.
It's fine.
It's fusion.
It's all Ticketmaster's fault. So anyways, my wife failed. Just kidding.
Not everything's for the radio.
Not everything's for the radio. We'll take a break. When we come back, safe or out. We'll talk about last night's baseball game as well. I am honestly curious how many people on this show saw the Freddie Freeman home run live. And let's all be honest, it's for posterity. We'll talk about that, and we'll repeat a safe or out question from yesterday because I do think it's still appropriate. I will tell you this as we break. I will give a very mini shout-out to that which I have never given a shout-out before. But I must say, mini, tiny, itsy-bitsy baby, shout-out to Dodger fans. Man, if you watch the that was coming. When you watch the Freddie Freeman home run, I was actually a little bit impressed with how many people were still there. I was, and again, it's World Series. You're paying money for it, and, a lot of money. But
I'm impressed people went to the game that they paid for.
I'm impressed people stayed at the game they paid for, especially in L.A., where the worst fans in the entire country exist, and they're generally gone by the seventh inning. They were still there. There was
they
a lot.
Came back. This is for tomorrow's game.
They came back in. Yeah. A lot of energy when Freddie Freeman hit that home run, still left in the building. Enough energy to make you maybe take a look at your energy bill and go, why is it so high compared to last year or the year before? Why do my energy bills keep going up? Well, that's a longer conversation. But I can tell you that part of that might be that your furnace is not running correctly. Listen, there's also a safety issue too. I don't like bringing that. I'm not trying to do scare commercials, but legitimately, guys, no joking or bits here. When your filters and your vents are all filled with dust and gloop and all that, if it builds up, not only is it going to make your system run harder and less efficiently, but it can also be a fire hazard. So at the very, very least, you want to get your ducts and your vents, your filters changed, your ducts cleaned out, and all that stuff. Before another winter, 5 weeks comes. Also, American Energy is now American Energy Home Pros because they have folded in plumbing to the business. And their experts can come out and take care of any of your plumbing needs, whether it's toilets, bathtubs, bathrooms, showers, whatever it may be. If it's plumbing, they can do it. All from a company that's been around since 1981. A+ with the Better Business Bureau. Give them a call, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990, AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable. We'll take a break. When we come back, safer out next.
Stay up to date on Sacramento sports. Join the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter. Visit SactownSports.com.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
It was a doubleheader in August and really hot inside the concession stand. So instead of waiting for people to come to me, I figured I'd walk around yelling, "Hot dogs here!" And that's how I became the first hot dog vendor in sports.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Rain-X wipers are the #1 wiper blades in America. That means all kinds of drivers choose Rain-X. Big drivers in small cars choose Rain-X. Small drivers in big cars choose Rain-X. Drivers with long hair and short commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with short hair and long commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with pets on board, babies on board, and bored babies on board choose Rain-X. Basically, drivers who love a clear view of the road all choose Rain-X wipers. The #1 wiper blades in America.
When the chill in the air sends shivers down your spine, don't let your home turn into a haunted house. Keep things cozy and safe with Maverick Electric, your local family-owned team you can trust. Maverick Electric cares about the families they serve because they're part of this community too. So before the real chill sets in, schedule your seasonal tune-up. Visit MaverickElectricalServices.com and let their family keep yours warm and beautiful this Halloween season.
Guys, want long-term health you can count on? It starts with knowing your numbers. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is offering a comprehensive wellness panel, a $400 value for just $99. It checks your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. Take control of your health today and stay strong for the long haul. Offer ends November 30th. Call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com today. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
Safe or out? It's time to go around baseball. 3 pitches, 3 swings. It's safe or out on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
All right, I want to remind you later on in the program, Sean Salisbury at 8 a.m. will, of course, talk about the Sacramento Kings. Beginning their road trip. The road trip from hell. Hell. Starting tonight against OKC.
Okay. See?
OKC. Hey, one last thing. I would appreciate audience help on this, too. I did find out that when I return Sunday, November 9th back here, I didn't realize this either, but I land in Boston at 12:15 in the afternoon. I fly out from Boston to San Francisco at 8:12 p.m. I have an 8-hour layover in Boston, which I did not know I had, and I tried to get on an earlier flight. They didn't let me. So yesterday, I've been to the Boston airport. I've never been to Boston. I've never done anything Boston-y other than sit in the airport. Maybe the Celtics are playing. They're playing on the road. Okay, well, Patriots. I don't know how far away Foxborough is, but hey,
Pretty far.
Huh? Is it?
Yeah.
Well, either way, they're playing in Tampa Bay. The Bruins are not playing at all. So I went on StubHub and put in events in Boston November 9th. Literally the most exciting event going on in Boston November 9th, and I'm not here to tell you it's exciting, is a Natalie Merchant concert, which, by the way, even if I wanted to go, is too late. So anyone who knows, you mentioned the pizza place. Mm-hmm. What's it called?
Pizzeria Regina.
Regina.
Yeah.
And I want to do like some sort of history, like,
And there's the trail, the Pioneer Trail.
That's what I want to do. But also, if I'm only going to have dork for history, I don't know. Is it the right decision to eat pizza your first time in Boston, as opposed to, should I be more like, I need to go to a clam chowder place or a baked bean place, or I don't know. Like, is pizza Boston-y? Like, I hear about Chicago-style pizza. Right. I hear about New York-style pizza. I don't ever hear about... I'm sure it's amazing.
I think Boston has, like, the longest consecutively opened restaurant.
Really?
It's like an oyster house.
I don't want to fly back like that.
You can eat oysters where George Washington ate oysters.
See, that's what I'm saying. I want a bowl of clam chowder, and they should have a restaurant that has a plate that's like all the Boston things.
It's called Cheers.
Is Cheers still? Hey, is that? I wonder if that's still open. Anyway, anyone who's familiar with Boston, 916-339-1140. If you had 8 hours, really 6 hours in Boston, 5 hours in Boston.
Want me to ask my buddy Nick?
The problem is that there might be. Here's the problem with you asking your buddy Nick. There might be some really cool things to do in Boston that involve like rides, and I don't know if he's able to ride the rides. I'm just saying. He may not be able to weigh in.
So if Alan goes to Boston, he'd be the perfect person.
Alan goes to Boston, first off. Great movie. I'm here for the sequel. Secondly, I don't know. Let's just say he ain't hitting his head on any ceilings. You know what I'm saying? Safer out, question 1.
Safer out. Last night's game was super fun start to finish.
Out. Here's my take, man. I'm sorry. If the Giants were in it, of course. Dude, I was gone by the 11th inning, man. See ya. I ain't doing this. And you know what? When I went to bed...
Oh, my gosh. You're just lame.
When I went to bed, Melissa and Mason were on the couch watching TV, watching the game. And Melissa goes, "You're going to bed?" And I go, "Yeah, dude. There's no guarantee." Literally, this thing could go 18 freaking innings. I ain't staying up for that. It's the Dodgers. I'll watch it in the morning. I'll watch key plays. If it was afternoon, if it was on a weekend, yes, I would have stayed up and I would have probably enjoyed intense, crazy, all the stuff that goes on in that situation. I'm not staying up on a Monday. By the way, what time did you guys watch it? What time it ended? About
midnight.
Did you stay up till midnight? You did?
Watch the whole thing.
Dear Lord.
Jason beat me.
How late did you stay up?
To the top of the 18th. and then I went to bed because I'm like, I'm not watching them walk off.
You went to
Oh,
bed.
after the Blue Jays got out?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I actually thought it was going to end where the ending it did, which was funny, but I didn't know that they get a walk off. I'm like, it just they're
felt
thinning
that
out
way.
on pitchers each side. And it was just like, it's about to happen, even though there were several moments like that.
Now, in between, here's what I don't know. I mean, I've seen the Freeman walk off, and in between, what would it be, the 11th and the 18th? Did the Blue Jays have like any crazy threats?
Gosh, it's all blending together. Maybe the 12th. No, that might have been the 10th. They got thrown out at home.
Okay.
No, they didn't. There was a bunch.
I think it was late. They had runners on first and second, right?
Well, okay, so I remember Vladdy Guerrero Jr. scored at home, tapping the plate.
Right.
And then I remember who was the guy who was wearing the glasses. Was he a pinch runner?
He got thrown out at home.
out
so
at home.
you saw that. So then that was the 10th.
Okay, because I saw that, and then what was interesting is that they asked for a review on the catcher blocking the plate.
Yeah.
And then I think it was Smoltz was saying, well, that's a situation where he absolutely could have bowled over the catcher because of where he was, but they're trained to not do that.
Yeah.
And it made me think, God, dude, World Series situation like that, like it's easy for us to say, but you should have taken out. Just take him out, man.
Yeah.
Take the catcher out.
The top of the 18th, the Blue Jays had runners on second and third with 2 outs.
Oh, okay.
And then, launch angle and exit velocity, there were 2 balls hit, one by Will Smith, one by Teoscar Hernandez that they said X amount of percentage of the time, because it was cooling down in LA. Like Will Smith hit one and, it's gone.
That was my laughing emoji in the group text.
And it got caught on the like at the base of the wall. And then Teoscar Hernandez hit one just as well. And you're like, okay, no,
that's.
And then when Freddie Freeman hit his, he acted a little bit more aggressively, like he knew it. But I'm like, I don't know. And then
well, it's okay.
Because there were 2 other false alarms.
Jason, that's a piece of the pie I was missing, dude, because, you and I both love Joe Davis and John Smoltz a ton. Joe Davis, right? Yeah, okay. And so I was watching all the stuff this morning, and I thought the call at first was a bit muted from Joe. I didn't have the context you just provided. Here's the call.
Los Angeles. Freeman sends a fly ball to center field. Varsho's going back before the clock strikes me.
Okay.
Freeman has ended it.
Okay, so I'm now that makes a lot more sense. He probably, like you, had seen those balls get brought back in.
I think it was the Will Smith one he ramped from the get-go.
Yeah.
Because the way he said it, I'm like, oh, wow.
Yep.
Oh, no, he didn't make it.
And let me ask you this, because this is a question I can't answer. I can only guesstimate. But you're in his position. You ramp from the get-go. It's caught. Are you feeling a little weird? Are you
a little weird, but I also think that still tells the story. I mean, I think it's okay because he thought it was out. Will Smith thought it was out.
Yeah.
It wasn't
50,000 people thought it was out.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, they had some incredible crowd shots of people that were like, yeah, arms up, arms up. Oh. So, and then I thought they, reiterated I forget what they said the temperature was in LA at the time, like 63 degrees. They're like, tomorrow it's going to be 90. And that ball's definitely gone.
City.
But
90?
Yeah. Well, it's going to be warm here today, right? Warmer.
Yeah. It's going to be 90 there?
That's what he said in the broadcast.
Jeez.
Now, probably not during the game, but maybe in the middle of the day.
Also, at Carmichael Dave on Twitter. I can't find him. I haven't really looked that hard. Gonna need some foreign language calls, please. All right. Guarantee you there's an awesome Japanese call. There's got to be a great Korean call. I'm here for a Russian, Czech, Finnish.
Yeah, I just couldn't give up on the game. I mean, I wanted to.
Hey.
But.
Respect.
Yeah. Too good at baseball. It's the best part of baseball.
We got a break. So
I think that was the most baseball I've seen all season.
For real, dude. Jason, just lightning round. Safe or out? The Blue Jays should walk Shohei Ohtani every single time he comes to the plate.
Out.
Safe. Sorry, I've seen enough of Shohei Ohtani, dude.
Yeah.
Unless it's like bases. Sorry. Out. Or wait, safe asterisk, unless you're moving runners into scoring position or the bases are loaded, something like that. Then you need to think about
out.
He's just too crazy right now.
Last night.
But, I mean,
yeah,
he's having a pretty good series.
He is. He does get out.
When was the last night?
Did he get out yesterday?
Not yesterday.
2012.
4 for 4
was the last time he
and
got
then they
out.
walked him every other time.
Yeah, didn't he get on base 9 times last night?
Yeah.
Did I read that right?
I think they walked him 5 times.
Safe or out, the series will make it back to Toronto.
Safe.
I agree. Safe. We'll take a break. When we come back, we got some football, and I got some questions, and there's some people returning. It's going to be fun. Also, was just saying to Christopher Law during the last break, haven't heard anything from Gonzalez Law in a while. I need an update. Jason, can you do that during the break?
I will.
Awesome. We'll be right back after this.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
What makes you so different than the rest of us?
We ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Tell me more.
Our investment counselors focus on service over sales, prioritizing clients' needs.
How do you make money?
We don't sell any commission-based products. We have a simple management fee based on the value of our client's portfolio. So we do better when our clients do better.
What about client portfolios?
We get to know each client, their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more, and then we tailor a portfolio based on their specific goals and needs.
Your clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority. Our goal is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement.
Wow, maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Hey there, Jason Ross here to tell you about Gonzalez Law. Jonathan Gonzalez is a lawyer that doesn't just take cases, doesn't just try to run through these things and just sprint through them and get on to the next and just keep moving everything through like a conveyor belt. He cares about you. He cares about all of his clients, and he wants everybody to be pleased with reaching out to him because these are important items when you're feeling like you need representation and you want to have someone you can trust, someone that's here, that's local. Well, he checks all those boxes. SacLegalDefense.com, Jonathan Gonzalez, Gonzalez Law. The number's 916-304-9187. He's been doing this a long, long time and has helped many people and can help you, whether it's with criminal defense, a car accident case, wrongful termination case, sexual harassment case, whatever it might be, or even an expungement, something they and his group have been specializing in a long, long time. Is that in fact where maybe you've had something that happened in your past that you can't shake free of that's still on your record that you like removed? Well, an expungement can help you get back on track, get some of your rights back, maybe keep your life going in a forward progressive way. So look, this is something you should think about if you need that representation. It's Gonzalez Law, Jonathan Gonzalez, SacLegalDefense.com, 916-304-9187.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the...
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your...
windshield wipers. eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying. Just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Need cash fast? Tap into the value of your home with a home equity line of credit from Valley Strong Credit Union. Whether it's for home improvements, debt consolidation, or that dream vacation, you can get your cash offer in minutes. That's right, just minutes to unlock the power of your home's equity with no hard credit pull to see how much cash you can get. No stress, no waiting. Just smart, local banking that puts you first. Grow your possibilities with Valley Strong Credit Union. Visit valleystrong.com to get started today.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
By the way, Jason, speaking of Shohei Ohtani, this was at some point last night, I think before all the walks. His last 7 at-bats at Dodger Stadium. Home run, double, home run, double, home run, home run, home run.
And I think, did I see it yesterday? Yeah, what is he in the World Series? Yeah, 6 for 12.
That's pretty good.
And I think he's batting, isn't that crazy? So he's 6 for 12.
Yeah.
He's batting 283 in the postseason now.
Yeah, he's bringing it up. Jesus. Talk about Slumperton at the beginning.
That means he's only been 2 for 8 for the other games.
Are we doing,
No.
Hey, we're doing a Thunder Valley contest. When are we doing this at 8 a.m.?
Yes.
We're doing the thing we did for the kind of like what we did for the revival and the Kings tickets. We're giving out a code word, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So coming up at 8 a.m., we're going to give out a code word. You can go see Trevor Noah at the venue at Thunder Valley Friday. That's a week from this Friday, I think, at Thunder Valley. And then tomorrow we got your $50 Mountain Mike's gift card for. We'll find a Niner highlight. We'll play it, and you just got to name it. Also, embarrassing moment for is this Swirsky? I don't know who this is. The Bulls announcer.
Okay, probably Chuck Swirsky if it's radio.
Well, let's see. This is Josh Giddey. Just listen for how he refers to Josh Giddey.
Hit that to Giddey.
That's Adam Amin.
Is that Adam Amin?
Yeah, he's really good.
Hit that to Giddey.
Oops. Hey, you move on.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you power through it.
Yeah.
It's fine. We've all been there.
Yeah.
Unless you've never done play-by-play, which I haven't. So I've never been there. But holy crap, would I be there a lot if I was a play-by-play.
I've never done it.
You've never done it? Okay. From the 916, welcome back from vacation, Dave.
How was it?
It was amazing.
Always on vacation.
Went to what?
You're always on vacation.
Always. Went to Manteca over the weekend. It's great. Did the water slide. It's fine. NFL last night. Chiefs beat the Commanders. Jason, they beat them, what you would say, I guess, handily.
Yeah, I would.
I mean, they didn't
comfortably.
Very comfortably. Just and the Commanders are going through it right now. But look, the Chiefs, after stumbling a little bit, they seem to have righted the ship.
Even in the game, too, a couple early picks by Mahomes.
Yeah, looked a little whatever.
Yeah.
Defense helped him out a bit.
Also just as pure luck for the game. Here's Samuel, and it's off his hands and picked off. Intercepted by Dana.
Kareem Hunt with a rush.
5:55 to go first half. Kareem Hunt plows into the line. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kareem Hunt, money in short yardage as he gargles the sweet nectar of the end zone. And the Chiefs jump on top at 5:46 to go second quarter.
Well, hopefully you started Kareem. A lot of people had Kareem Hunt left in their fantasy football games, and they were trailing. Sure, this story played out throughout America. They needed a big Kareem Hunt night. They got a big Kareem Hunt night.
Snap to Mahomes, retreating, moving to his right. Now pump faking, throws it late, wide open, touchdown! Kansas City, Kareem Hunt has his 18th receiving touchdown. The Chiefs take the lead.
So, Rashee Rice, welcome back to Kansas City.
Mahomes in the pocket, pump faking twice, throws it late, caught, left side Rice, angling, touchdown! Kansas City, an 18-yard touchdown pass.
Okay, so not a with them stumbling. Here's the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes talked about improvement after the season didn't start well.
It shows the growth that we've had as a team. Offense, defense, and special teams. I think we're getting better and better each and every week. And even though we didn't start the way we wanted to today offensively, it showed that we can battle through adversity and still continue to play the brand of football that we want to play. And we'll have to continue to get better and better. This will be a great challenge this next week. And we'll have to start faster. But I was proud of how the guys responded in that second half.
Why is his voice funny to me? I don't know, but
you don't know?
It just is. I can't put my finger on it, but it just is. He wasn't. Sometimes he sounds like Kermit, but he didn't really sound Kermit-y there. He sounded like Gravel Kermit, like a little gravel. But you're also after the game.
Yeah,
you've said "here we go" or whatever like 500 times. What happens when the quarterback has laryngitis?
Sign language.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
But here we are. The Chiefs have won 5 of 6. It would have been 6 of 6, but they had they dropped a game to the Jaguars in Florida by 3. And Jason, we're now revving up for this. This will be very interesting. Short week for the Chefs, and then they've got Buffalo and Buffalo this Sunday. That's gonna be your game of the week.
That's fun.
Then they've got a bye, and then Andy Reid. Hello. Andy Reid, who is notorious for being amazing after bye weeks, you're going into Denver. You're playing the
That's
Broncos.
Our next two is Buffalo and Denver.
But wait.
There's more.
There's more. Would you like to know who they host the following week?
Who?
That'd be we got the Broncos and then the Horseshoe, the Colts.
Oh, okay.
So they're going Bills, Broncos on the road, home Colts. That's going to be real. As a matter of fact, when you look at the Chiefs' schedule the rest of the way, Bills, Broncos on the road, Colts at Cowboys, which they should win, but home Texans, home Chargers at Titans, home Broncos at Raiders. So they basically got 2.5 gimmies in there, but the rest of those are all, whatever.
But they're the Chiefs. I don't think I ever look at a game and go, I don't think the Chiefs can win that.
That's the thing. And they're sitting there 5-3. They're a game back of the Broncos, tied for second with the Chargers in the division. Chargers, I believe. Yeah, Chargers.
Yeah,
the
the Chargers did all that winning in the division, swept everybody in the first half through, but they're not in first anymore.
And honestly, it's just one of those. I always feel like with dynastic teams, we always have this conversation. Do we just gloss over them? It's like, oh well, here they are.
Yeah,
here's the Chiefs.
Right.
Shockingly, Lamar Jackson will return this Thursday for the Baltimore Ravens. One thing I wanted to ask you about, it's obviously not going to happen this year. But in a weird way, Lamar Jackson missing these games he kind of cemented how MVP-ish he is. Like,
he's so important to that team.
Holy crap. Right. They are, if you want it, and by the way, he's not the only one like this, but you want an example. It's so funny when you look at the difference between, and by the way, now let me throw a curveball on that. Lamar Jackson missing this time cements how incredibly valuable he is to the Ravens, who have lost 4 of 5. Does that also, by proxy, kind of take away the value of, say, a Brock Purdy? I'm just saying, if we go with the one logic,
right? Do
we then, if we're being fair, have to look at the Niners, who aren't as good without Purdy, but go, well, this isn't, they haven't collapsed like the Ravens.
I just think that's why, to me, there's a tier of quarterbacks, and I think the 4 I would put there were Burrow, who's hurt, and look what they're doing, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, and Josh Allen.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I think that's a special group. There's other really good quarterbacks, but that other group, all 4 of those guys make their team better.
So,
by far,
the Ravens are 2-5.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar Jackson comes back this Thursday at the Dolphins. Then they play at the Vikings. Then they play at the Browns. Then they play home against the Jets. Then they play home against the Bengals. Home Steelers at Bengals. Patriots, Packers, Steelers to end. I don't think they're dead yet.
Right.
I do not think they're dead yet.
That win was huge this week against the Bears.
It
a team
really
they could have lost to, but they won. And
yes.
kind of keeps things going.
And finally, bad news for the Denver Broncos. Patrick Surtain out. He's got himself an injury. He's going to miss quite a bit of time there, it sounds like. So that is a blow for the resurgent, or should I say surging, Denver Broncos. We'll take a break when we come back. Kings talk. 3 for madness. Guys, we're about 4% finished with the season by my mathematics. I think it's time.
Already?
I think it's time to do some awards.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
it's not too early.
It's time to do some awards, and we'll look ahead at the road trip next.
Malik Monk plays here.
Started left, goes right, steps back, launches the 3. Nothing but net. Oh, that was just filthy. Oh, my, that was sweet.
Sactown Sports is your proud home of the Sacramento Kings.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Heat and Air. Right now, breaking news, they're upgrading their offering to include plumbing, bringing that same expertise and experience to the plumbing space. They're no longer just heat and air. They're now your American Energy home pros. You hear me talk about them as your second opinion partner. Now you can still get second opinions on any HVAC service or replacement, and now you can get a second opinion on any of your plumbing services. They'll come out to your house for free, and they'll give you a second opinion and almost certainly save you money. Oh, but wait, there's more. With winter coming up, how about a free furnace special? With full system installation, you're getting a free furnace, not a discounted furnace, a free furnace, and up to $4,000 in rebates while that funding lasts. So get there right now, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-838-6767. That's 800-838-6767.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
So my sandwich shop was opening in a week, and I needed signage.
A week is plenty of time to panic.
I went to Staples. They printed banners, posters, and flyers to promote my grand opening.
All in time for your grand closing.
Nope, I had it same day. I even got $125 off my order.
Hold the onions. For all your business printing, Staples.
That was easy.
Now save up to $125 on custom print orders. In-store and online, same day if ordered by 12 p.m. Into 11/1 exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Guys, tired all the time, gaining weight, low drive? These aren't just signs of aging. They could be low testosterone or other underlying issues. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is making it easier to get answers with a comprehensive wellness panel. It's not just a lab test, it's where better performance begins. Our providers will check your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. A $400 value for just $99, or free if you start treatment. Over 120,000 men have trusted Revive to restore their energy, mood, and confidence. So if you're ready to feel better and live stronger, call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Offer ends November 30th. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sacramento's official home of the 49ers.
San Francisco.
Sactown Sports, 1140. 3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
Top of the hour, and that means it's time for fun Brad Paisley baseball facts. As we do each and every day here on the program. You don't see that in the rundown?
I don't.
Brad Paisley singing the national anthem at last night's game, which went 18 innings. It was only one of 2 World Series games to ever go 18 innings in the history of baseball. The national anthem singer for the last 18-inning World Series game was Brad Paisley. Brad Paisley's actually sung at the World Series 4 times. The last time he sung at the World Series was Game 1 last year, 2024. It did not go 18 innings, but it ended in a Freddie Freeman walk-off home run. And that is your Brad Paisley baseball minute.
Why did he sing?
Yeah, I don't know.
No LA singers they could have got?
Ask Jason. He knows LA.
You love LA.
I love
Randy Newman should have done the
every national anthem. Oh, say, can you see about the dawn's early light? Hey. No.
That's pretty good.
Hey.
It's like a Bob Dylan, Randy Newman combo.
Favorite Randy Newman song, anyway?
Short People.
Mm-hmm. Jason? By the way, that's wrong.
That's not my favorite?
Nope.
You Got a Friend in Me.
Great song. Also incorrect.
What is this, elementary school?
The greatest Randy Newman song of all time is the song Burn On, about the Cuyahoga River in Cleveland that was sung at the beginning of the movie Major League. Guys, come on. Everyone knows.
Oh, my gosh, you're just lame.
There's red moon rising on the Cuyahoga River, rolling into Cleveland to the lake. No.
Great impression.
Great impression.
Thank you.
Well, Short People is sung by Will Ferrell in the movie Semi-Pro.
How is that song okay? I mean, I'm fine with it, but like that's me. How is that not like been,
Because it's a joke.
Oh. And has anyone ever checked to see how tall Randy Newman is?
7'3".
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to guess 5'8".
I think he's 6 feet tall.
I was going to say that. I'll say 5'11". And how tall is Randy?
Oh.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
How tall is he?
According to Wikipedia, 6 feet.
Jason Ross. You got yourself a...
He sings like a 5'8" person.
Yeah, it does. Randy Newman has that voice that you either love or you just don't. I like it. Randy Newman's voice makes me happy. He just has that,
You love LA.
By the way, isn't that a song about... Didn't I read somewhere that song's actually about, like, how lame LA is?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Which is kind of funny. Not that LA's lame. LA is lame, but just kind of funny that they play that song at all LA games, and it's basically...
He had to come back because, like, they play it at all the LA games. Like, are you really making fun of us? No, it's a celebration of Los Angeles.
Right. Yeah, it totally is. Not. All right, Chris, come on. Let's stay on task. 3 for Madness, question 1.
We are now about 4% finished with the NBA regular season.
Can you believe it?
Who is your MVP?
Well, first off, let's just talk about how the season's flying by. I mean, honestly, 4%.
Started 1 week ago.
Well, I can tell you Zach LaVine is top 8 in scoring in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. He is averaging 31 points a game. If that goes for all 82, hey, we could have something there. By the way, can I also say that Zach LaVine scoring 31 in the first 3 games doesn't seem like it's been that hard for him?
Right. Light work.
Is there an effortless 31 points a game?
Well, if there is, he's doing it.
You have any idea how many points a game Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's averaging?
I do, and he's number 1. That would be one of my 2 candidates. I think it's SGA or Wemby.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, you average 40.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Victor Wembanyama is averaging 33.3 points a game. However, Jason Ross, he is also averaging 13.3 rebounds. And he is averaging 6 blocks. That would be my pick.
Okay.
I wouldn't get mad at anybody picking Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
They're both undefeated?
They're both undefeated.
Till tonight.
Hey, now. Wait, hold on. Spurs aren't playing tonight.
I know.
Oh.
So they're both undefeated.
Yeah. You know, maybe the most surprising one on this list, Aaron Gordon's averaging 33.5 points a game. You go, Aaron Gordon.
Well, I don't know how many. I think that's already 1, 2. I think there's at least 4 or 5 50-point games. Well, Reeves.
Yeah.
Markkanen had one last night.
Shea did.
SGA, Gordon.
You know how many people are averaging 30 or more points a game?
10.
Incredibly wrong. 11. Went the wrong way. And Jaylen Brown's averaging 29.7. This is weird. Like, obviously, we're barely into the season, but I don't know that I remember that happening. I don't know that I remember having like 4 50-point games and 11 people averaging 30 or more points through 3-ish games. Then
I think we need a little more sample.
You think so? You don't think this is sustainable?
Yeah. I mean, again, the Kings aren't even a week old.
No.
The season started a week ago for 2 teams.
Let me ask you this question, guys. If you were to average 20 points exactly per game this season, you would be ranked where?
Averaging
20 points a game.
46th.
53.
You know what? Honestly, I'm going to give you both. Well, more Jason than you, but I'm going to give you both a little bit of credit here. Josh Giddey and Karl Anthony Towns are averaging exactly 20 points a game. They are 41st in the league in scoring. That's cray-cray. That being said, who is my MVP? I'll say Wemby. And you?
I said Wemby or SGA. I don't know. I mean,
Co?
Yeah.
Jason Kidd, Grant Hill time?
Yeah.
Wow.
After 6 days, sure.
Okay. Question 2.
Question 2.
Who is your early rookie of the year?
I'll tell you, man, I'm really enjoying this, even though it's not my team. But VJ Edgecombe is looking awesome so far. He had 26 last night, which raised his scoring average for the year. So he has played I thought he played in 3 games. It says 2 here. I'm pretty sure he's played in 3. He's averaging 24.5 points, 6.5 boards, and 5.5 assists. And
did he have a bad second game?
Let me look at his game log. Yeah, he's played in 3, even though it just says 2. He has scored, well, I mean, kind of, I guess. He had, would you call this bad? 15 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, and a block.
Yeah, so from 34 to 15.
Yeah.
What was last night?
20? He's gone 34, 15, and 26.
Yeah.
He's averaging almost 2 steals a game. Actually, excuse me, he's averaging no, that's wrong. It says he's got 5 steals. He's played 3 games, and it says he's averaging exactly 2 steals a game. Even I can do that math. That's wrong. That's really, really cool. And he was a 3rd pick in the draft. Let's not act like he was a 2nd rounder or anything, but I was watching. I really like his game, and obviously it's early, and I'm pretty confident he's not going to average 24.5 points for his entire rookie campaign. But he is 20 years old. He will not be 21 until July, so he is a bona fide youngster.
Yeah.
He's not. No offense, he's not a Neat Clifford or he's 22, 23-year-old guy. The guy's 20. He's 3 games into his career, but it really got me thinking, Jason. Not that the Sixers have been anywhere near as downtrodden as the Kings, but they've had a rough couple of years with the Embiid situation. So when you have a fan base that's down and they get an influx of new rookie talent that absolutely starts going crazy, that is a very unique and awesome feeling. when it comes to a fan base. It just pumps energy right into the entire fan base. Thank you very much. Right now.
Yeah.
Energy Home Pros. 1981.
Oh. And if you can get him playing at that level with a healthy Paul George and Embiid and Maxey, that's what you could see what they were trying to do last year.
Well, they're 3-0.
Yeah.
Now, a healthy Embiid and healthy Paul George
is a big
LMAO, as the kids say. But to your point, where is he? Tyrese Maxey last night, 43.
He's killing it.
Also, I got to, remember he's a guard, but he's 6'8", so he's a guard forward. But can I just say, Kelly Oubre Jr. might have been nice on this team.
He would have been.
Kelly Oubre. So you had Maxey go for 43. You had Edgecombe go for 26. You had Oubre Jr. go for 25 in the starting lineup. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So to that point, Jason, I've compiled my Mount Rushmore of Sacramento Kings rookies that have injected this fan base with the most energy their rookie season. And keep in mind, thank you, 916-520-9999, the American Energy Home Pros. Keep in mind, my parameters are how bad was the team surrounding them. So this is why, for example, Kevin Martin would not qualify, okay, because it wasn't a terrible team. Gerald Wallace wouldn't qualify, even though there was definitely a lot of energy around Gerald Wallace, but let's be honest, he was the last guy off the bench, and he'd come in and do some crazy dunk, and everybody'd freak out. And then on top of that, what they did, obviously, just their rookie year.
Right.
From the beginning on. So I'm curious to see, A, if you agree with the 4, B, if you would.
I wrote 4 down.
Okay.
So let's see.
And this is the order I would put them in. I'm putting them in order from number 4 all the way to number 1 when it comes to how much they made this fan base go crazy. Okay. Number 4, out of Kentucky, De'Aaron Fox. Number 3, this was, I think, 2010. Well, out of Kentucky, DeMarcus Cousins. Number 2, out of Memphis, Tyreek Evans. And I don't think there's an argument here. I don't think the Sacramento Kings have ever had a rookie that has come in, when you take into account where the fan base and the team was, how crazy the year was they came in. By the way, you could make an argument that this player actually had the worst rookie year of all the players I've already mentioned, but I don't think there's any argument. No player has injected that much excitement into the fan base from the University of Florida, pick number 7, Jason Williams. So that's what I got, Jason. I got Fox, Cousins, Evans, Williams.
The only other one I could think of, that's what I have. The only other one I can think of would be Tyrese. But I don't think he goes above those 4.
I don't either.
But then it's weird because he came in during the COVID season.
That's right. And both of you are correct. And so for Tyrese, I'd put him 5 or 6. Also,
he's a douche.
What? Why? When did that happen?
When did Tyrese become a douche?
When's he a douche? I don't know. It's very interesting to see, like, people that dislike Fox, but also dislike, and it's for completely separate reasons. Like, people dislike Fox because he's a snake. He wanted out of here. All that. And then then in that case, then why don't these same people love Tyrese Halliburton? Because he cried when he got traded. He wanted to bring a championship to Sacramento. He embraced the city. He literally cried when he got traded from Sacramento. How does that not endear?
Wait, how do you know that? Oh, yeah, he only told it 172,000 times.
He's not allowed to tell a story? God, you hate so easily. For a guy from the place of love and, everyone wins and stuff. And,
What?
I thought socialists were supposed to be nice.
What?
What? Look, Jason, that whole year was so magical.
Absolutely.
Is arguably, you could make an argument that year was actually a really fun conversation, dude. I don't know that I'd win the argument, but I think in a court of law, I could present a case that 1999 was more fun than 2002 or 2003.
Yes.
I really think that's a fun combo.
The best.
It is. It is.
Especially where it felt like it came out of nowhere.
Yes.
Out of nowhere. And it wasn't just Jason. Remember,
Right.
It was Chris Webber. It was Vlade Divac. It was the
Peja
whole.
just got here. Like, there was so many elements. Rick Adelman was new. Like, it just.
And Peja was coming off the bench of Corliss Williamson.
Yeah, you couldn't pick. I mean, Jay Will's probably the big figure there, but I mean, Webber's
Webber's the best player.
Yeah.
But to your point, Jason was like, wait, what are we watching here?
Yeah, and Vlade's here. Like, it's just there were so many new elements all together.
And they lost in the first round. But even when, and back, it was a 5-game series. But even when you go back to that series, you had game 1, they got blown off the floor at Delta Center. Then they come back and win game 2. Then you have the Chris Webber murdering of John Stockton with the hip check. Back and forth. And I've said this before on the air, I'll say it again. But it's just one of my favorite all-time sports moments. Game 5 in Utah. I'm at Mountain Mike's Pizza on Fair Oaks Boulevard. And remember, people gathered at sports bars and pizza places back in the day for these types of games when they didn't go. And in this freaking random pizza place, 150 people gave a standing ovation as the buzzer sounded in Game 5, and the Kings were like, we hadn't seen anything like that. Not even in the Mitch Richmond playoff years. We'd never seen anything like this. And the hope that was going into the year 2000 was absolutely insane. So
Yeah, that group was special.
When I see VJ Edge come, and again, totally different scenario, I understand that, but it just reminded me that there is not, you said it perfectly, there's nothing like the come up.
Right. That's the best year. The Light the Beam year a couple years ago was great. Out of nowhere, everybody loved it. Mm-hmm. The next year wasn't as fun.
And why was that? Expectations.
Expectations did not shake hands with reality. Question 2, please. Wait, 3. Sorry.
Question 3.
Kings versus OKC tonight. Who you got?
All right, let's check the line here, shall we, fellers, just to give us an idea. You know what? I'm not going to look. Hold on. I want to play too. All right. Jason.
I forgot we did this. Oh, no, we didn't do this one yesterday.
We did it, but we didn't have the line
Didn't
yet.
we guess?
Yeah.
And I think I said 9.5, I
think you did.
I think
might have been like 12 and a half. Yeah. I'm going to go.
I said 11 and a half.
Okay.
I'll stay there, 12 and a half.
I'm going to stay at 9.5.
11 and a half.
Okay. Hey, I was like, wow, the Thunder already won? That was against the Mavs.
Wow.
Okay, here we go. All right.
In the future.
I said 9.5. You said
11 and a half.
You said
12 and a half. Tie.
Chris and I split. The Oklahoma City Thunder favored by 10.5 on the second night of a back-to-back versus the Sacramento Kings. Look, who do I have? I have the Oklahoma City Thunder winning. I will say this. If somehow the Kings are able to go into OKC and give them their first loss, I think there's a real argument coming into the show tomorrow that that's the biggest win of the year.
Real argument.
I think there's a real argument.
Yeah.
So, look, let's just, instead of, I don't know if you guys can, I can't sit here and like go, well, here's how the Kings, the only chance I give the Kings tonight is like, well, any given Tuesday. But win or loss, and we're not talking moral victories here, but what are you looking for tonight?
I want to see how they defend SGA, which obviously we just said he's scoring 40 a game. You just gave 22 free throws to Austin Reeves, who also had another big night last night.
Well, the good news is SGA, he's not really a guy that baits fouls.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to see how they choose to defend him, with whom, and how many people they will put on him. Actually, I think if you look at the Laker game, the part that I would hope they would take away from that, I thought their offense was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So can they score offensively against OKC, which part of the reason they made it to the finals and have been good the last couple of years, they've got a really good defense. So
yes.
I kind of want to see how what I think is the strength of the Kings, which I don't know that they're overwhelmingly great at this, but it's their offense. So I want to see how their offense does against OKC's defense.
Oklahoma City is 4-0, and they don't have Jalen Williams.
Right.
They do have Jalen Williams. Williams.
Oh, wait.
But they don't have Jalen Williams.
Explain that.
They have.
So is Jalen Williams there?
Jalen Williams actually played last night in 17 minutes. He had 4 points, 7 boards.
No, I meant did Jalen Williams play last night?
No, he didn't.
Oh, but Jalen Williams played?
Jalen Williams also had a steal, a block, just 1 turnover. He was +7 on the night. Only took 2 shots.
I thought you said he didn't play.
He didn't.
Oh.
Yeah. Aaron Wiggins had 11 points. You know who?
They should get Andrew Wiggins. So they could have Andrew Wiggins, Aaron Wiggins, Jalen Williams.
I think they should.
Chet Holmgren.
Thank you for texting me that.
Chet Holmgren doesn't even look like a basketball star. He looks like a guy from eSports.
Thank you for texting me that last night. My wife and son
very
much enjoyed it. And then my wife looked away. If you watch the video, the guy pantses himself at the end of each video. So my wife's like, God. And for the second one, I was like, you have to keep watching because honest to God, the funniest part, arguably, of that entire video, this guy rips his pants off. There's his butt cheeks. And then he walks away. And then the camera slowly pans to his French bulldog wearing OKC. Yeah. And the dog is like, why? What is going on here?
I heard the dog did the same thing.
Here's a name that you need to that if you haven't heard of, you need to watch, that I've weirdly been watching this year. AJ Mitchell, who is a 6'4" combo guard out of the University of Santa Barbara. He was a second-round pick last year, 38th overall, by the New York Knicks. AJ Mitchell so far in 4 games, this just pisses me off, dude. 16 points, 26 points, 14 points, and 17 points. He's averaging 19 points, 4 rebounds, 4.3 assists, a steal, and a half a block. He has turned the ball over in 4 games. He has turned the ball over a total of 3 times. He is averaging 0.3 turnovers a game. They just are. Yeah. They're just too damn. Like, remember when this is before my time, I think, but like didn't like the government at some point, was it Ma Bell, the phone company, and they had to break them up for being a monopoly? They had to break them all up.
Imagine that.
Right. Like at some point maybe the NBA is going to have to step in and break up OKC. Like, hey, you can't. Sam Presti has to go somewhere else.
This goes back to the kind of like when the Spurs were in their run. They're like, where do they find these guys? And it just makes you wonder if just the core is so good that you could just sprinkle in anybody and they're like bulletproof.
We've experienced that one time, and that was that early 2000s run. We've talked about it before. Oh, John Barry's here. Wow, career year. Oh, Vernon Maxwell, same thing. Oh, Bobby Jackson, same thing. Scott Pollard. Oh, wow. And then whoever comes in. Oh, wow. That to the point where I remember like we drafted Dan Dickow, and we're like, nah, we don't have any room. Sorry, you guys can have him. It was a fairly highly rated stud. It's another reason why, from a fan point of view, and again a franchise point of view, like this is what I really hope they're thinking at Golden One Center. Of course, this is the time for a rebuild because the next 5 years, all but certainly, are going to be a bloodbath between the Thunder and the Spurs. You're going to have the Nuggets in there. Maybe the Lakers have I don't know. Golden State's on their last legs, but looking good this year. Maybe Houston. Either way, all of those teams are light years ahead of the Kings. And then even the Golden States and all that. Okay, well, maybe you pass them, but you're capped. Yeah. It's the Spurs and it's the Thunder, and they're incredibly young, and they're going to own this league for the next 5+ years. Barring injury.
Yeah.
So now's the time.
And that's why having players, like you said, like AJ Mitchell and others, I think is really important for the Thunder because this offseason, they paid their guys. Well,
yes.
It's kicking in, right? So I think it's not the start of this. I think it's the start of next season that SGA, Chet Holmgren, and Jalen Williams will make like $150 million. And so they can get probably anybody that wants to join them, but at some point, I want like if AJ Mitchell completely develops, like, man, he's a stud. Will they be able to keep like the great problems they have? I mean, who wouldn't take these problems? I think that's the only way I see OKC But they got all these draft picks. Like, they're just going to keep the other cycle going and developing the young players. But they might move off some of these bigger guys at some point.
And like you said, and they have all that draft capital that they'll just continue to be able to replenish.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'll trade you A.J. Mitchell. You can give us 2 firsts.
Right.
We'll just add that in. What was the movie where they threw the keg on top of all the kegs when they went to the party? They thought they were going to be Teen Wolf. Thank you.
Jaws.
That's like, that was Sophie's Choice. We'll take a break when we come back.
Critically acclaimed.
When we come back. It was Marathon World Series Game 3. And we got audio for you. And big loss for the Toronto Blue Jays. We'll get to that next.
Visit SactownSports.com and join the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter.
At Valley Strong Credit Union, we know that local businesses are the backbone of the Central Valley, investing in our neighborhoods, boosting the economy, making the Valley stronger. But when it comes to their finances, where can they turn? A big bank that just sees another number? That's not good enough. Valley businesses deserve Valley support for payroll, credit, cash flow, and everything in between. Valley Business is Valley Strong. Learn how our cash management services can support your business at valleystrong.com.
When I was a kid, I remember my dad, a lineman, leaving in the middle of the night. Families were depending on him to get their power back on to keep them safe and warm. Watching him taught me that this work isn't just about wires and circuits. It's about people and the trust they place in us when the lights go out. That's why I started Maverick Electric Heating and Air, to carry on that same promise of showing up, doing it right, and protecting families when they need us most. Visit callamaverick.com.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
So I'm a plumber and needed to get work in the door.
So business was going down the drain?
Yeah, I went to Staples. They printed yard signs, business cards, even flyers to leave at supply stores.
But at what cost, man?
Well, I saved $125 on my order, and now I'm booked solid. Boom!
Back at ya. For your business printing, Staples.
That was easy.
Now save up to $125 on custom print orders. Valid in-store and online. Ends 11/1. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-838-6767. That's 800-838-6767.
For 77 years, the Keys family from Naturewood Home Furnishings has been serving families just like yours and mine. Hi, I'm Frank LaRosa with Golf to Go. The Naturewood team takes great pride and significant effort to offer Northern California families a vast selection of home furnishings, most of which are made right here in this country. The kitchen table, which we purchased so many years ago, speaks to the enduring quality of the Naturewood product lines. We treasure memories made seated around that table with family and friends for birthday celebrations, school projects, and many late-night meals when the day just got away from us. Naturewood has provided thousands with home furnishings that not only last for generations, but also lead to everlasting memories of cherished times. Visit Naturewood Home Furnishings now during their 77th anniversary sale and get started making your own brand of memories. Meet the Keys family at Naturewood Home Furnishings off Highway 50 at Hazel. Look for the water wheel.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports.
Sean Salisbury will be joining us in about 30 minutes.
Let's kick it.
We will kick it with Sean. We'll get his very latest on the National Football League when he joins us each and every week. And maybe the latest Hallmark movies he's been watching.
Maybe.
That's what we got last week from him.
I want to get an update on that.
Yeah.
What, you been watching, Sean?
Yeah.
Meant to talk to you about this earlier or tell you something caught my eye. Where is it? Yesterday, you may remember 2017, the Chicago Cubs won the World Championship.
Mm-hmm.
And
2016.
Was it 16?
Because the only reason I know that is because I bet on the Cubs to win the World Series in 2015, because in Back to the Future 2, that's when they predicted that the Cubs would win the World Series. But in reality, Parks and Rec was the one that predicted it, because in 2016, in their universe, the Cubs won the World Series. Carry on.
Freaking Shohei Ohtani. Jesus, Mr. One-headed gambler. Sorry. In April of 2017, jewelry and memorabilia maker Jostens began selling Chicago Cub fan rings celebrating the 2016 World Series title. Most of it was at the low end, with rings made out of silver with cubic zirconia for $299. But for $10,800, there were 108 rings to celebrate the 108 years the Chicago Cubs had gone without a World Series that were identical, basically. Now, they were, the only way they weren't identical is they were 30% smaller than the ones the players got. But they had white gold, 144 diamonds, 55 sapphires, and 13 rubies. Soon after Jostens started selling the rings to fans, it was reported the team-made executive signed a document pledging the Cubs would get first right of refusal for $1 if they wanted to sell the rings. Not only did Tom Ricketts, the owner, pay for the rings, he also paid for the taxes on the rings. That meant the lower-end team rings were never going to come to market. The players weren't bound by the no-sell agreement, but it could be assumed not many would hit the market. A scout tried to auction off his ring in 2017. Nothing. In 2021, Ben Zobrist's ring appeared to be listed at auction, but Jostens later sued a collector, saying it was Zobrist's sample that was stolen. Over the weekend, because of that, that means that the 108 rings fans could buy for $10,800, one of those rings finally popped up this weekend at auction and sold for $50,000 on Heritage Auctions.
So it's a replica. It's a real ring.
Yes,
but it's not a team ring.
It's exactly the same as the team ring, 30% smaller.
Yeah, but it's not like, oh, this was the ring of this player or this person part of the team.
108
and it was $50,000 just for a random.
Just for the random ring. Why did this catch my eye?
Why did it catch your eye?
Because in 2017, I got together with a bunch of my friends and we bought one of those rings. And I completely have forgotten about it because I do not have it. We got 10 guys to go in on it. We bought one of those rings. And now I'm like, oh, do we sell it? I don't know.
That's 2 tickets to Paul McCartney.
Yeah, exactly.
Who has it?
Huh?
Who has it?
Well, a buddy of mine. Who I trust. He's got it in I think he's the only one that has a safe deposit box, to be honest. So he's just stored it in there. Dude, I forgot it was freaking 8 years ago.
He's already sold it and didn't tell you.
Well, no, because we had a group chat last night about it. And it's like, well, what do we? I don't know what to do. Do we sell it now, or is it going to be? Is it just something you leave? Part of me is like, do I sell it now? I mean, what this? God forbid, what my buddy gets hit by a car or something? I don't know. Or do you hold on to it because you go, oh, now it's Right. I mean, look.
In 5 years, it might be 100,000.
Yeah, and I know that, somebody's going to say, well, if you'd have taken that same $1,000 and put it in the S&P 500, you're probably right.
What's fun in that?
Right. This is like, I've never
diversify.
Buy more rings?
No, but you maybe have put some money into and invest it, but you're investing this in something else. In the ring.
Oh, you know what I think I might do? Yeah, I wonder if this will work. Because, me and my friends are a bunch of dirtbags. I wonder if I could call, this would be probably a good move, huh? Call my friends and be like, yo, man, you want to sell your shares in this? I'll give me a discount, maybe, where I say, oh, I'll buy your C5. It's like a fantasy football trade. Like, hey, I'll take everybody's shares is It's a little under $1,100 we originally paid. I think it was actually
There's 10 of you?
There's 10 of us.
So if you buy from someone, you'd have 1/5 of it.
That's what I'm saying. So hey, can I'll give you $250 right now, cash. Of course they're going to say no to that.
Okay, Ticketmaster.
No, it wouldn't even be
trying to get a deal off your friends.
Well, no, I'm trying to help them out. I'm going to give them cash right now. So what if I actually
So they lost money.
There's the idea. What if I give? Do you think it would be smart? Because everybody who put in $1,000, it's now worth $5,000.
So they put in 1,000. You're offering to pay them.
No.
$250?
What
now, Jason,
I did the math wrong. You're 100% right. But now here's the question: if I had it because of stupid Avery, what if do you think it would be smart to offer them their share of what it would sell at auction for right now? So I guess it would be. Do you think it'd be a good investment to offer like your buddy $5,000? Say like this is what you can get for right now, but I want your share. And then what the hope there would be that it would go up down the road.
How about you sell your share?
No.
Oh,
that's no fun. I don't know. Maybe
you get $5,000 right now.
I usually anytime I put money into anything, it tanks, like crypto or that one. What was that fake meat company? I bought their stuff. They made the fake meat.
The lab created meat?
Yeah, it was a big deal for a while. God, what was their name? The fake meat company. It was like not Never Meat, but or Near Meat.
Oh, Beyond?
Yes, yeah, I think that's exactly what it was. Yeah, Beyond Meat. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy was like, dude, Beyond Meat, and it was Beyond Meat, and I think Impossible Foods or something like that. Like, you gotta go in on that, dude. And you know what? It was really, 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 really a great investment for about a year. And now I think it's down like 91% from.
Did you ever get into Top Shot?
Yes.
Here's how bad that is, dude. Yes. I still own a bunch of Top Shot cards. I haven't been to that website. I don't even know if I know how to log in. I actually have, I don't even know, the blockchain version. This is how much of a sucker I am, dude. I have 4 tickets to the Vegas Summer League championship game that Davion Mitchell and the Kings won, that the Kings put on sale. They put like the blockchain version, like it was like 1 of 50 or something, and I got 4 of them that they're mine somewhere on the chain of blocks. Because, someone's going to want to buy that someday. So I dropped $200. Hey. Yeah, $50 a pop, dude. This is a real thing. I'll bet you there's somebody else.
What could go wrong?
There's somebody else out there that did the same thing. If you bought for $50 from the Kings and the NBA, the blockchain version of the Vegas Summer League championship game in which Davion Mitchell and the Kings won, 916-339-1140. Or you can text
Wait,
us.
so it's a blockchain ticket as if like you went to the game?
Yes.
But you didn't go to the game.
I did not. It's good investment, dude.
That's so crazy.
The whole thing was crazy. And the whole time everyone's like, oh, you know what? I can get that Top Shot card. Here's my screenshot of your screen. Look, I own the picture. And I'm like, okay, whatever. But dude, for a while I was making good money off the Top Shot.
You were selling?
Yes, 100%, dude. I sold a Nikola Jokic something Top Shot card that I bought for like $180. I sold for like $1,800.
What?
Yes.
You know what that's worth today?
Nothing. But I have a bunch. I'll have to get into my Top Shot and see just how ridiculous it is. I said we're going to play some audio from the World Series last night. I didn't take into account that there's no audio in our folder, I don't think, because the game went so late. Yeah, exactly. But you know what I can do, Jason?
What's that?
I can give you the Freddie Freeman walk off if you.
Let's do it.
If you'd like to hear that. Freddie Freeman in the 18th inning hit a home run, and hey, this is what it sounded like in Los Angeles.
Freeman sends a fly ball to center field. Varsho's going back before the clock strikes midnight. Freddie Freeman has ended it.
You know what's funny about this call, now that we've done it a couple times? You can hear Joe Davis just kind of doing a very slow ramp, but also listen to the crowd. The crowd's like the
can't really hear him at
he hits it and they're like, Meh, and then they go like I think they all think it was going to get caught, and then when it goes over, they lose their mind.
Los Angeles. Thurman sends a fly ball to center field. Varsho's going back before the clock strikes midnight. Freddie Freeman has ended it.
Other than Shohei Ohtani doing Shohei Ohtani things, other than Freddie Freeman doing that, other than Brad Paisley once again singing the national anthem for an 18-inning game, perhaps the biggest news of the entire thing is George Springer had to leave the game on an 0-1
that's a big deal.
And they said it looks like an oblique. John Smoltz made a point to say that's not something you come back from the next day. If they lose George Springer,
it's a big deal.
That arguably is the one guy you could make a serious argument they could afford to lose Vladdy Jr. before George Springer. He's just it in the postseason. That may be a wrap for them.
He's been hit on the knee, he's been hit on the wrist. This one's more of a, internal injury that's going to be really, really difficult for him to come back. And I mean, he left that game in the 7th or 8th.
Yeah.
I mean, so there was so much baseball after that you go, what would have happened if some of those ABs were George Springer? We don't know, but their lineup just looks different without him.
They couldn't afford that, dude.
Nope.
Also, Shohei Ohtani, you'll love this. Shohei Ohtani becomes the first player in Major League Baseball history with 3 multi-homer games in a single postseason.
That's nice.
Also, though, a little skewed, though. I hate it. Well, because, when I see, all these players rising up, they're like, he has the most home runs in the post. It's because we have, 900 postseason games now. But still, yeah, absolutely amazing. We'll take a break. When we come back, hey, let's go around the NFL, Jason. There's a lot of stuff going on in the NFL. And we'll talk about injuries and successful surgeries and all kinds of fun NFL stuff before we get to Sean Salisbury at 8 o'clock right here on your number 1 Nielsen-rated sports show in the entire city in any time slot right here on Sactown Sports.
The Drive Guys, weekdays 2 p.m. to 6 p.m.
on Sactown Sports 1140.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com. This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Holidays early? We like your style. Right now at Kohl's, save 20% on decor, hosting essentials, and more. Plus, get $10 off $50 spent. So go ahead, hang up that wreath, swap out those couch pillows for ones with snowflakes. And while others are panic shopping later, you'll already be cozied up feeling pretty great about these early Kohl's deals. Select styles, offers end November 2nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy place, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
This sandwich, it's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. That bun, it's crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, it makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Order the Pretzel Cheddar Club with cherry berry and Sprite for a limited time on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
Ready to order.
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with a Capital One Saver card, so let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver Card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Throughout history, people have relied on trusted partners to answer the call. Sometimes at work, other times when relaxing. And today, it's no different. Only now, a new kind of beast answers back. Meet the Toyota Tacoma, boldly designed, loaded with technology, and built with the power and reliability you'd expect from a Toyota truck. When the call comes, Tacoma is ready to answer. Toyota, let's go places. Visit Toyota.com for details.
At Power Business Technology, we're not another big box corporation. We're your neighbors, locally owned and operated. We know what businesses like yours need, from reliable printers to high-performance copiers. We'll help you find the right solution with personal service you just can't get online. Need setup or support? We're just down the road and always happy to help. Power Business Technology, family hometown service with big-time solutions. Contact us today for all your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729 or visit us at powercopiers.com.
Guys, tired all the time? Gaining weight? Low drive? These aren't just signs of aging. They could be low testosterone or other underlying issues. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is making it easier to get answers with a comprehensive wellness panel. It's not just a lab test, it's where better performance begins. Our providers will check your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. A $400 value for just $99, or free if you start treatment. Over 120,000 men have trusted Revive to restore their energy, mood, and confidence. So if you're ready to feel better and live stronger, call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Offer ends November 30th. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
The only place in the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and local.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Before we get to the NFL, and want to remind you, Sean Salisbury in 13 minutes. Also, well, let's say Sean Salisbury in 15 minutes. In 13 minutes, we'll be giving you a code word for you to text in to win tickets to go see Trevor Noah at Thunder Valley, November 7th. More like Trevor, yes, I'm going.
Ha!
Ha! I've got some Game 3 World Series facts for you real quick.
Okay.
18 innings tied a World Series record. The time of the game was 6 hours and 39 minutes. My dad just told me that he stayed up for all of it.
Yeah, way to go.
44 players used. Pitchers used, 19. That's a record. Pitches thrown, 609. That's a record. Here's my question. Does that 609 count for the intentional walks where they just wave him to first?
I don't think so.
I feel like they should. It's a technicality. Like, they would have thrown 4 pitches.
Yeah, there was at some point who they go to Tom Verducci and they said, they baseball scuffed up, like 229 balls before the game. And they were already over 200. And this was like the 13th inning or something.
What do they do?
Well, they started using more, getting more ready.
Wow. The fact that they have them, though. Mm-hmm. Like, I wonder how many balls they have.
Yeah. Hey, if you caught one you send it back.
Could we? Yeah, we're going to need that ball back, please. We'll give you a certificate. 29 strikeouts. Combined plate appearances, 153. That's a record. Combined runners left on base, 37. That is also a World Series record. So you had 4 records set last night and 1 tied last night.
You know what? And I don't think it ended up happening before the game. Oh, no, yeah, I think there was a play that was close. I think they had mentioned there wasn't a double play.
You're kidding me. That's crazy.
There was one that was reviewed late that looked like it might have been, but I don't think there ended up being one.
So here's the question. We're going to see this tomorrow. I wonder what kind of record Shohei Ohtani, depending on how he does tonight, is going to set for, like, let me give you an example. Most times reached base in a 24-hour period.
Right.
Because the game, they finish the game and will start the game on the same day.
Yeah.
Games 3 and games 4.
Well, the fact that, too, there was just so many things developing. I think it was like around the 16th inning, and this guy Klein was in the last Dodgers pitcher from the bullpen, and Dave Roberts apparently had told either Rosenthal or Verdugo. I think it was Rosenthal. He said, yeah, we're probably going to have to go to a position player. And you're thinking, there's no way. Like, is this going to be decided with a position player pitching? But then Yamamoto went in and said, hey, look, I'll go. And he was warming up. He just threw a complete game, whatever, 3-hitter 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And that's where we were. Kershaw came in, and he was in, like, the worst position.
Yes.
Bases loaded. But he was able to get out of that, and it was just, man, it was crazy.
Makes you wonder. I know sometimes, like, for example, with Yamamoto, I know it's different, but they'll say, well, this was his bullpen session today.
Yeah.
And you just happen to have that bullpen session on the mound.
Right. But you know what that game also said to me? Like, I like what they do in the regular season, putting the runner on second.
Yes.
Because here you shouldn't. This is too high stakes. But it's like, you know what? If this was an 18-inning game in May 4th and it was the A's and the Rangers, it's like, what are we doing? Let's just speed this thing up. But this is the World Series Game 3, and you can't do it that way.
By the way, Kershaw came in, pitched a third of an inning, got out of it. The bullpen for the Dodgers, the much maligned bullpen for the Dodgers, pitched 10 innings of shutout ball.
Yeah. And the Blue Jays too, right?
Yeah,
maybe longer.
9. Yeah.
I guess the last one.
That's
gave up the home
insane. And Will Klein was really, the unsung or sung. I don't know how much he was sung last night, but 4 innings, 1 hit, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, shutout ball.
What did was it Lauer do for the Blue Jays?
Lauer went 4 2/3, 6 runners, shutout ball.
Yeah.
Little came in and gave everything up. But yeah, Lauer and Klein, now it also makes you wonder too now these bullpens are depleted and you've still got possibly 4 games left in the series. Does that favor one? You would think that would favor the Blue Jays a little bit, but that's based on regular season.
Yeah.
The second thing I want to discuss real quick, I know we're going to do football in this segment, but this has bothered me. Minnesota, the Timberwolves, they unveiled their theater lighting setup last night.
Okay.
If you don't know what theater lighting is, they do it, I believe, in Brooklyn, New York, and L.A. For the Lakers. I don't know if they do it for the Clippers. They don't. Okay. And I don't know. I think that's the only 3 up until Minnesota. Theater lighting is where you have the lights completely turned off in the arena, with the exception of the court itself, which is fully illuminated. I completely get where they're coming from.
I really like the side of it on TV.
It looks great on TV, first and foremost. Just calling balls and strikes, man. It looks great on TV. The action is on the floor. It illuminates it. It kind of brings the focus on there. But I will tell you right now, dude, if anyone down at the Sacramento Kings is listening right now, first off, good morning. Secondly, get that draft pick. Thirdly, don't you dare.
Why?
No.
Why? Why? I thought you just went on to say it's great.
Because when you look at, and this is why I'm really surprised. No, I'm saying those are the things that I, again, in being fair, can acknowledge. But that's why you do it in Los Angeles. That's why you do it in New York. That's why, you do it in Brooklyn. I don't know why they're doing it in Minnesota, but fine. Because to me, so much of a part of the fan experience in Sacramento is the fans. It's seeing the Clifford the Red Dogs doing their thing. It's seeing all the things that the fans do. It's the crowd shots.
Fan kissing Bobby Jackson's head.
All of that.
Puking.
Yes, even puking. But although I think in theater lighting that would have shown up actually even better. The fans are a huge part of the experience in Sacramento. And I feel like to go to theater lighting, it just basically pushes them to the side. I understand that the product is on the floor. I get that. But I think at least in Sacramento, the fans are a big part of that. Now, the only thing I would say, to be, again, fair in Sacramento, the biggest argument here would be I don't know. We've talked about this before. I don't know what the solution is in Sacramento after the third quarter, but it was there again for the home games.
I thought you came up with a very good solution.
Well, I don't think they're going to implement that.
Oh, you don't think so?
I don't think they're going to implement that. But yes, the way that the way the camera is framed for the first 5+ minutes after the third quarter, the lower bowl is maybe 30% full. By the way, the lower bowl, I mean that the camera can see. The first 2-3 rows are effectively
theater lighting to start the third quarter.
Oh, you know what? Honestly, I don't hate that. If you had like a theater lighting quarter
till the first time out.
Yep.
I don't hate that. I actually don't. I don't. It kind of kills a couple of birds there with just one stone.
Wow. Why are we killing them?
They're talking a lot of garbage.
My beak.
Yeah, they want to see your beak.
Yeah.
You want to see my beak? I don't hate that idea. That would be a good. Hey, but they wouldn't say that. It would be like, hey, we're going to go to theater lighting in the third quarter till the first time out because all the rich people don't sit in their seats. They're in the lounges getting hopped up on wine. But hey, to heighten the fan experience, we're announcing theater lighting now until the first time out, just to kind of get you in the mood for the second half. And then also, you can't see the steady stream of executives and rich people rolling back to their seats. I don't hate that idea, Jason.
Okay.
I don't hate that at all.
Problem solver.
Sean Salisbury coming up next right here on Sactown Sports.
The Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter right to your email. Get your latest on the Sacramento Kings, athletics, and Republic FC with the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter. Visit SactownSports.com to join.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This 49ers Red Zone Report is being brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Here's the snap to Jones, looking over the middle, lofts it into the end zone. George Kittle reaching back with one hand. Two defenders on top of him. George Kittle celebrates National Tight End Day. Play fake, Jones boots, throws on the run, reaching up, Tonjes makes the catch at the goal line. Touchdown, 49ers.
National Tight End Day, and that was the QB choice right there.
Ready, set, win big. When the 49ers win, you score. With 49% off any large pizza, only at Mountain Mike's Pizza. Celebrate every game day with your favorites from our legendary crispy, curly pepperoni, bold sauced up wings, garlic butter drenched sides, and gooey sweet desserts, all hot, fresh, and built for a Niners victory. Download the Mountain Mike's app, join Mountain Rewards, and turn every Niners win into a pizza party. Let's go Niners! Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Heat and Air. Right now, breaking news, they're upgrading their offering to include plumbing, bringing that same expertise and experience to the plumbing space. They're no longer just heat and air. They're now your American Energy Home Pros. You hear me talk about them as your second opinion partner. Now you can still get second opinions on any HVAC service or replacement, and now you can get a second opinion on any of your plumbing services. They'll come out to your house for free, and they'll give you a second opinion and almost certainly save you money. Oh, but wait, there's more. With winter coming up, how about a free furnace special? With full system installation, you're getting a free furnace, not a discounted furnace, a free furnace, and up to $4,000 in rebates while that funding lasts. So get there right now, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
At Bank of America, we asked our teammates, what makes this company a great place to work?
There's very little that you can't accomplish working for Bank of America.
If you prove yourself, you can try over in a totally new way.
You can learn so much here. You're the owner of your career.
See how our teammates are growing in their careers at bankofamerica.com/great place to work. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Your local sports leader in the 916.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios, Sactown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Your text line is 916-339-1140, November 7th. That is a week from Friday. Trevor Noah will be at the venue at Thunder Valley. Pair of tickets. You can be part of the drawing if you text in today's code word, which is Trevor. Trevor. While we chase down Sean Salisbury, if you would fade this down real quick. This happened last night. Tough time right now in Dallas. This is a Mavs halftime show, and maybe the first time I've ever heard a PA announcer encourage the crowd. Hey, you can make noise. It's okay to cheer the performer on.
Why, yes, that is amazing. Feel free to make noise at any time.
Wow.
If you're a halftime performer,
feel free.
And the PA announcer comes on and says, hey, yeah, it's amazing what this guy is doing. Feel free.
Acknowledge him.
Yeah, I'm not cheering for that, what that guy was doing.
Well, I'm going to need everybody to be an adult right now because I'm going to describe exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, please do.
And I'm going to need everybody to be an adult.
All right, good luck.
The halftime performer was juggling balls in his mouth. Literally what he was doing. He had these 2 orange mini basketballs, and he was spitting one in the air and then the other in the air and catching them as they came down and re-spitting them.
Right.
He was juggling with his... He was...
Hey, be an adult. You say.
But it was... I can't do it.
Right.
It's pretty cool.
So clap for him.
Clap for the guy. He's out there trying his best. Not everybody's Red Panda.
Yeah.
Jeez. Speaking of, joining us right now, former quarterback, current great guy.
Yeah.
The
connoisseur of Hallmark.
I was just going to say, the Hallmark connoisseur himself, Sean Salisbury. Good morning, Sean.
Good morning. Current great guy means yesterday and tomorrow I'm not, but today I am a current great guy. But I'll tell you another thing, you cannot tee me up on a Tuesday morning after watching 18 innings talking about.
I know. Let's relax.
To be adult, would you tease me up? Yeah, no. And you said, man, he was good at it. I mean, well, guess what? I never want to be the guy that somebody says, hey, Sean, you were really good with balls in your mouth, so I'll leave that one alone.
By the way, weirdly enough, that's the title of one of those Hallmark movies. Again, I'm on my 3rd version of it, yeah. But I never want to be the guy that says, man, Sean, you were so good at that. No, I actually wasn't. This is a true story, real quick. This is honest to God, on my kids. This is a true story. I woke up, because I just remembered this because I was laughing. I woke up Wednesday of last week because Sean came on Tuesday. And I remember saying, I called my wife after the show and I said, dude, I don't know what I did, but I did something. She said, what? I said, I know I haven't exercised. I haven't played golf or anything. I said, when I breathe in deeply enough, my chest hurts. It's like I pulled a muscle in my chest. And it took me a minute. It took me a while to realize because I was going through whatever happened the previous day. Dude, I legit think I pulled a muscle laughing at Sean's Hallmark stories last week. And Sean, you legitimately injured me with your movie choices and commentary. Your thoughts?
Well, I guess that's a good thing. It's just I'm glad your wife did say, get your butt to the hospital, dude. You're having a heart attack.
That's right.
Yeah, I got a heavy pain and burden on my chest. What is it?
Well, middle-aged guy having chest pains.
I'm not dying, but I'm going to go. I confess he did it. It's Sean's fault for making me laugh because he's watching Hallmark movies. And by the way, this call interrupted another one, but don't worry about
that. My thought is Sean taking some well-deserved time off. Again, just sitting in his Hello Kitty boxers, getting fat, watching Hallmark movies, crying all over the place.
Wait. And this morning it's one about a kid and a dog. You know, they foster a dog. I don't know the ending because I haven't got to it yet, but I'll tape it. Is it too early to have ice cream and put it with tears, having the blanket pulled
Never
up
too
to
early.
your neck? Yeah.
Sean, we're going to want an update next week, but because it's Hallmark, I hope this isn't the case. I'm giving 3-1 odds Fido don't make it.
He's going to make it because this is a child who was born with a few what's the word I'm looking for?
Challenges?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
and, respectfully, but a great, he's a great kid, but he's on an adult version, and he wanted a dog, and his dad, who's been in the military and all that, said, well, you're going to have to take care of it, but it's just like a 3-day foster for Christmas, right? To take care of the dog, and then you take it back day after. So that's where I'm at right now in this, and I think what's going to happen is the dog and the dad, and everybody's going to love the dog, and the kid's going to get to keep the dog. That's what I think, because you can tell how much he loves that dog, and he knew the one right when he went in that he wanted, and the dad's saying, you know what, you're taking care of it and all that. So I think where we're headed with this is the dog's a life changer, and it really gave some purpose and some other stuff. So I don't think the dog's going to die.
Okay, it's Hallmark.
Yeah, let's hope not.
This isn't murder mystery. Somebody shot a dog.
That would be HBO.
Yes, a little different version,
exactly.
I think.
The dog bites the wife.
Yeah, exactly. And then the dad says, well, you got bit. You may have rabies. I'm divorcing you.
Yeah.
One of those stories.
Then it ends with the dad taking the dog out back, and you just hear a loud noise, and then the credits roll.
Wow.
Yeah, then all of a sudden we hear Herman Munster come out there in Pet Cemetery and walk through and tell you. Only people that have seen Pet Cemetery will know what I'm talking about, right? Exactly.
Jason, go ahead.
Well, I was going to see if the baseball game and the football game last night got in the way of your stories.
Good point.
They did, but that's okay. There's always a thing called, I can DVR it, so that all works. The football game was pretty interesting for a second, but eventually Spagnuolo's defense and Mahomes, boy, are they playing good football right now. They look like the team to beat, which a month ago we were like, really, this team's going to struggle to win the division. Well, they're playing such great football. The baseball game, guys, I actually had a casual eye to the football watching both. And there came a point in the baseball game where I'm like, first of all, you're getting so caught up in, can you ever get Ohtani out? Well, the best thing to do is just roll it up there and don't pitch it to him, right? When you do, he hammers it. And you get into the 7th inning, the 8th inning, the drama field, everything. Great base running, great throws from right field, great relays, errors and people slopping and getting off the bat. I mean, it was everything you want, home runs, doubles in the gap, everything. And then so around the 11th inning, you start to get a little tired, right? But the TV's on. So I start to doze, and I said, no, I can't do it. And then you get to a point where it was almost like you got a burst of extra energy. And then Klein comes in and is lights out for those 4 innings. It was like, even though there was no runs until Freddie, 5 times until Freddie hit the home run, I was like, and while I grew up a Dodger guy because of SC and my buddies and Steve Sachs, who's a Sack guy there, and we were, groomsmen in Mike Marshall's wedding. So I have the affinity for the Dodgers and going all the time when I was at SC. But in truth, as a Sox fan, I couldn't take my eyes off. That was one of those games that if you're a baseball fan, not just a team fan, that the drama, which is great because leading up to it and the great broadcasts and let it pause. I get into all that, and I thought they did a great job last night, and Smoltz is such a good teacher. But I couldn't take my eyes off it. Exhausted today, but worth it. Those are the ones you stay up for, and it was a phenomenal finish.
Salisbury with us. We'll get to the Niners in a second, but let me go back to the Chiefs because we were talking about this earlier. We always talk about dynastic teams and how they kind of put it in neutral till the playoffs come and then they begin to peak. And we saw that with the Chiefs just were like the weirdest 2-3 loss team last year because it seemed like they won every game by a point. They're now I think 5-2. Are we like weirdly overlooking the Chiefs again?
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
100%. Matter of fact, the last year and a half, kind of 2 years, there's Mahomes and Andy Reid. That's not going away. I get that. and they've always been able, doesn't matter who the bodies are, just keep it rolling, right? Like when Brady was the quarterback in New England, whether it was Chris Hogan or whether then you get Moss, a big one, and then all of a sudden Jabbar Gaffney. It didn't matter. They just kept it rolling, right? And well coached, and obviously the quarterback's pretty damn good. And with Kansas City, you kind of felt the same thing. You lose Tyreek Hill, okay, you get Juju Smith-Schuster, and you get this guy, and you replace him with this guy, and this guy goes, and before they're still winning and getting to Super Bowls. But the last 2 years, this has been a defensive team. I'm telling you, and last year in particular, you looked at their offense, and even the first part of this year, you're like, here we go again. This offense just isn't good enough. And then all of a sudden you get Rice and Xavier Worthy back, and it's a whole different world because they spread the field. And look how much more effective Kelsey is, where you can't squeeze him now between the hash marks, and now they have to cover the full bandwidth, and their running game's getting physical again. So I left them I don't want to say for dead, but I'll tell you what, they were barely breathing. Because I thought, well, this year when the season, the Chargers are going to be better, and then you came out and you didn't see much offense. You're like, man, this is not only beatable. Are they good still, or is a window finally closing around Mahomes and Andy Reid? Well, Spagnuolo keeps going in now. There's a different confidence. They're playing with the same swagger they did when they're dominating, and they're rolling through. Every single play seems to work. Even when Mahomes throws a pick or two, they're able to fight through it. And I'm not sure their offense could have done that. Well, last year, and we saw it happen, the Super Bowl defenses were dominating them. And even early this year, like, man, with these injuries at wide receiver, they just don't have a lot of weapons, and they're playing a lot of sideways football. Well, now the vertical passing game's back, and they're getting it all done, and Mahomes looks like he's in shape, moving around. There's a sense of urgency. Yeah, I wrote him. When I say wrote him off, I would have said there's no way you're going to see them in February again this year. And now it's almost like you're saying, well, you're going to have to be damn good to beat them to get to February if you're another team. So I think we did. But when you got a quarterback and a head coach and a great defensive coordinator, good things happen. And they've got good players on defense, and they've got exactly what you need on offense. Keep the quarterback upright and then turn him loose, and they're playing pretty good with those doggone receivers now that they got healthy.
Sean, also in the AFC, I mean, it's another week. They keep winning. I mean, the Colts, 7-1 every time. I go, well, it's impressive. There's no doubt about what they're doing, but I thought in the end, I don't know. I'm not sure if they've got enough, but all they're doing is winning. What do you think about the Colts?
And winning and scoring a lot. I mean, you know what? I had a lot of questions going in because obviously with the Texans in that division, you're kind of looking and say, okay, the Titans aren't very good. And living here in Houston, I'm thinking, well, Jacksonville's so inconsistent. Another new head coach, and he's never coached in the NFL at the head coaching level. And, you know, and now who's Trevor Lawrence? Because sometimes he looks great, and then he'll go 2 weeks and you'll say he's not the first pick of the draft. Then he'll look, I mean, the inconsistency, I say, well, the Texans are clearly by the 2-game winner in this division. And with the Colts with bringing in, you know, Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson, that whole, you know, the waters were like, well, who's going to come out of training camp? Well, and then the Texans start off slow, and they had a great offensive game. I still don't know if we trust their offense fully yet. And then their defense is really good. So you look at and then you watch the Colts, and then day by day, week by week, they're not only winning some close games, but they're hammering teams they're supposed to hammer. And when you're playing really good defense, and they do, they're physical enough. The MVP right now, while it's going to be a quarterback award by the time season ends, I would imagine, Jonathan Jones and Taylor together probably in the top 5 voting, and Jonathan Taylor's playing phenomenal football. So now you're going to stack the box, and Daniel Jones, you can't just stack the box and say, go ahead and beat us, Daniel Jones, because he has and he will. So when do we say, when are we fair to the Colts and say, okay, we always do 6 weeks in, we kind of get an idea who their identity is and who a team is with, you know, sans a few, you know, winning or losing streaks. But we kind of know. I know who Baltimore is. I even though with the injuries, I have a good idea who they are. Buffalo. I mean, when you go through and say the Saints, 49ers, we have a good idea who they are. And the Colts, I don't know why we can't give them credit. And I think we're hesitant. He's saying, is Daniel Jones this good? Can they keep this up? Well, and their wide receivers don't get talked about much, and every week they make plays. So dangerous. They are real. They're going to get beat again somewhere along the line, but they're playing at a high level, and I don't think anybody thought that they were going to be this good. Maybe in competitive a little bit, but everything they needed. When you have teams that you're questioning, I always say this in any sport. A couple, you guys know this in hoops or in football up there, in baseball, that you got to have a couple guys have career years that aren't supposed to. You just do. I mean, the guys you expect, but then you got to have guys you're like, damn, that guy's playing great baseball, or this guy's doing something special. We always find that guy, and right now the Colts are having a lot of guys that have elevated their game, which they've needed.
One of the things, Sean, that Jason and I do, we do our power rankings for the NFL, and we do them from week one. And our rule is always football didn't exist before this year. We're only going on results that we've seen. So if the Titans had started out 1-0 and beaten whoever 41-3, well, then the Titans are probably our number one.
Right.
You get the point.
25 measuring stick.
100%.
No reputation.
100%. So that being said, is there another team you'd even put with the Colts for number one this year with those rules applied?
Chiefs, because I don't just go by the record. It's how they, like you just mentioned. If the Titans beat somebody 41-3 on the opening weekend, well, regardless who it is, they were impressive, so we got to put them in. It's the way the Colts and the Chiefs now are winning. Mm-hmm. A month ago you wouldn't have, but if we're going by trends and what we've seen, body of work, they belong. And as a matter of fact, I can actually say if they were playing tomorrow, regardless of the field, I'd have a hard time picking against the Chiefs, even though I hold the Colts in high regard. I mean, those two teams in the AFC are a must. I still think while we look at the results and some injuries, you wouldn't put the Rams in, but I think the Rams can beat anybody in the NFC. Philadelphia has to be – they just find ways to win all the time, and Jalen Hurts obviously making some big plays. So you got to keep an eye on them because they just know how. That's part of it. How do you not like the Packers? I mean, you can go through it. The top two in the AFC just by body of work. Because really, you look at Buffalo, they haven't beaten anybody good, really, for the most part. And how do we? I think New England can win the division. How couldn't we put them as a team? Be like, damn, their quarterback's playing at an MVP level. But yeah, I would put the Chiefs closest to the Colts just by what I've seen the last month. And I'll bet you, no matter where they played, if they were playing tomorrow against each other, the Chiefs would be favored. Maybe if it was in Indy, it'd be a pick 'em or a 1.5 for the home team. But I think the majority of the betting world, the sharps, would bet on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Real quick, Jason, I just want to add to Sean's point. The Buffalo beat the Ravens by 1 at home to start the year, and that win looks a lot less now. Wins against the Jets, the Dolphins, the Saints, and the Panthers, with 2 other losses to the Patriots and Falcons. And then to further Sean's point, by the way, we talked about earlier, the Chiefs and Ravens play this weekend in the marquee game. And let's see, Chiefs-Bills, I apologize. By the way, in a 125 game, rather than put them in prime time with the Cowboys and Cardinals, but that's a different convo, or Seahawks-Commanders, Kansas City favored by just 1.5 against the Bills this week.
Yeah, but in Buffalo.
Are they in Buffalo?
They are in Buffalo, yeah.
There you go. And we're looking at saying, man, when the season started, there's no way on God's green earth the Kansas City Chiefs are favored in Buffalo when we open the season. There's no way. Now you look at, like you said, I love Buffalo too for obvious reasons. Cook and Josh Allen, who's Superman. But when you look at who they've gotten beat by, and Atlanta's not a very good team, they're okay. But I mean, they beat Atlanta, but they've had what? Where's their impressive win? They don't have, or Atlanta beat them, should I say? Yeah. But Atlanta's not very good. And then you look at their wins. Those not one of those teams is making the playoffs. Not one of them. Now Baltimore, people think that Baltimore can. Well, they got a hell of a hill to climb and getting Lamar back healthy. So that doesn't surprise me that the Chiefs are a favorite. I think the Chiefs right now would be favored over anybody on a neutral site, and very few teams in their home building would be favored over the Chiefs right now, according to Vegas, I would believe.
Sean, you mentioned the Texans. They hosted the Niners this weekend, did a great job of playing keep away. That first half, the Niners just never had the ball. Texans getting first downs, keeping possession. Ultimately, it felt a little bit like the injuries caught up to the 49ers, but also credit to the Texans for playing that way. What was your opinion of how that game kind of shook out?
I want to talk about extremes. The Seattle game with the Texans, you look at the Texans and say this team's putrid offensively. They've always look at their points. Their defense, guys, going into the season, when we were talking, or wherever I was and talking on my shows, it was simply that defense is as good, will be as good as any in the league or close to it, and they are. I mean, Denver and them, I mean, they're really good. And they run around and they hit you. Good secondary, meaning the Texans. But offensively, you expected better. Well, this past week against 49ers, they were lights out. This is the best they've played by far Play caller was aggressive, actually looked like he belonged, where we've been questioning that as a rookie play caller ready for this just yet. And they came out aggressive early, got Stroud rolling. And I think certain quarterbacks need that. And it also, the reason why they were no sacks, best stat of the year for the Texans, is that the quarterback actually got to stand in there and they delivered. And they had plays designed. They didn't get too cute, throw the ball on time, take the easy stuff. And when the big stuff's there, don't miss it. Stroud was fantastic. He looked like he was when he was a rookie. And the offensive line, to me, played their best game because they were able to run it physical enough. And then when you start like that and spread it out and get some early completions, the defense now has to match that on the other side of the ball, meaning the 49ers. And with all their injuries, it was a mismatch. And we have yet to say this year that the Texans provided a mismatch offensively for any defense, let alone one that when they're healthy, the 49ers at the top of the list. But, guys, you're playing, in truth, I hate to say this, but it feels like you're playing a AAA team. With all the injuries, and that's and Kyle's done a great job to keep them competitive. But they got in a chase mode, and then the Texans defense could tee off a bit. And you're right, the time of possession, it was just done. They didn't get a lot of plays, and they're just not deep enough right now to stave off somebody who actually played their very best offensive game of the year. Now we got to see. They got Denver coming in, so that'll be a defensive fist fight. But it is the Texans are pretty impressive, but the 49ers, last week I'm talking about, their defense will keep them in games. Their offense finally stepped up, and the 49ers are just so many men down. I don't know how they're surviving it.
Sean Salisbury with us, and, kind of tying that together, another thing Jason and I were talking about, you mentioned Baltimore, and they're 2-5. They got a road to get ahead of them. They got that Bears win, but they've been losing. They've been pretty bad with Lamar Jackson now. In fact, they've been terrible without Lamar Jackson. So in a weird way, Sean, does that kind of reinforce Lamar Jackson's perennial MVP status? And here's the curveball. Due to the success the Niners, for example, have had with Mac Jones or had with Sam Darnold, does that same logic kind of act as a knock against Brock Purdy as an MVP candidate?
Oh, I think that people will. Listen, it's one thing I do know. You can't – core coaches, good coaches matter and good systems matter. But in truth, eventually, if you can't make the throw, I don't care what system you're in. The player is always, in my opinion, it takes somebody to tap that potential and bring it. Mac Jones was a good player as a rookie and then struggled. But look what happens when you get a little more innovation, better players around you, and then you start off with confidence. Good things happen. So there are always going to be guys, no matter what Brock has done. There's always going to be, that guy could start. Or it's not as easy as the 49ers at times with the way Sam's playing and the way Mac's playing and Brock Purdy. But system does matter to some. And trust me, I've been in different systems, and I know where I felt more comfortable in one system than the other. Not saying I'm Brock Purdy or Mac Jones, but you get my point. So, I think it does. And then but regardless, when Purdy comes back and plays great and they win 3 or 4 in a row, there's always still going to be, he was the last pick of the draft. So we can't compartmentalize. People just want to, throw 2 picks. See, that's why but throw 4 touchdowns. It's like, but he's got great players around him. We just don't want to give those type of guys enough credit. But Mac Jones has done a hell of a job filling in and probably making a case that there's a lot of teams that could use him. Hell, if you're a team like Minnesota with now Wentz and McCarthy, it's almost like you say, well, should we try to trade for him? Well, 49ers aren't going to let Mac Jones go because of the situation. So interesting. And as far as Lamar goes, I don't think there's any doubt. I think he's the most difficult player in the league to game plan against when they're healthy. And Derrick Henry's big because, the inside run, the outside run, his speed, he's gotten so much better from the pocket. But I just don't know guys defensively, even when they were healthy at the beginning of the year, they weren't getting off the field very much. So I think there's a lot. And do they have enough weapons? And until Lamar carries that team into February, there's always going to be questions that, and that's fair because that's how we judge quarterbacks. Why can't they get to the next level? But yes, without him, they're not a playoff team. With him, you're always going to have hope.
Well, sorry, I was going to go ahead.
I just had one quick college question for you, Sean, because I was thinking about Brian Kelly out at LSU. Between LSU, Penn State, UCLA, Florida, I mean, there are some high-profile jobs that are opening. Yep. What's your just overall take on that as far as what's going on right now in college football?
Well, I'll be honest, guys. I see it. I'm not sure, and it'd take a long time to describe. We can do it another time. But the disconnect, I think, I don't think there's as many good coaches as we think there is. I think and one thing we never do We never do. When a player gets a new contract, what do we always say if they have a couple bad games? Fat and happy, right? Oh, lackadaisical, got paid. I'm not talking about the stars like the LeBrons or Jordans who elevate when they get paid and almost make it a sense of pride. But we hear it all the time. We talk about it on players. It doesn't matter. An NIL, you got $12 million of NIL or $15 million of NIL. Look at him, man. He's taking plays off. We see it. We hear it all the time. In the NBA and baseball, I got paid. Now he's hitting 218. When's the last time you heard us when a coach gets paid $100 million? Did we go on a coach and say, you know what? Maybe he got fat and happy and a little casual. We never say that. We all of a sudden seem because coaches are supposed to be tough guys and mentally tough. They go through it too. And you know what? They get fat and happy. And I think that we are lacking in great head coaches at certain levels. That's why they come and go, and we overpay them. But, hey, I'm not getting their wallet. They're worth what they can negotiate. But who's to say that some of these guys, maybe Brian Kelly, and Brian Kelly's a tough guy to work for. And I respect his game and the rest of it. But you know what? Paying him it's a lateral at Penn State, James Franklin. The object is if we're paying you $100 million, we need you to win a championship. So while Brian Kelly's a good coach, but you listen to people talk and players, he's hard to be around. When it's going good, great. But when it's going bad, it's almost awfully abrasive. And I don't have a problem with the coach cussing me out, but there's something about buy-in. And LSU didn't have it. It was time. And right now, if I'm a Power 4 school that's a national championship type Power 4, I'm not hiring him. To Penn State, it's a lateral move. Maybe a UCLA or an Oregon State jobs are open. But at Florida, I'm not getting Brian Kelly. Hell, I could find somebody who can do that. So I like Brian. I think he's a good coach. I don't think he's a great coach, but do we ever put it that maybe head coaches get a little fat and happy too and take things for granted and hire their friends, and it's not the same? Some are good, some are not. There's more better jobs open than there is great head coaches available right now is the way I feel. The best gig for it all is probably Florida. The best football gig in recruiting is LSU, and the best probably the deep dive into it, Penn State. They're all good jobs. Wisconsin may come open. UCLA needs to be rebuilt. So Brian will get a job. But if I'm Florida and Brian had to force his personality on LSU. It wasn't a fit from the start. He belongs in the Northeast. He belongs at Wisconsin, maybe even at Penn State, but that's a lateral move because you get a guy who's a big-time coach, high-paid, but hasn't won a championship. So to me, Lane Kiffin's the prize. The question is, and if he leaves, Ole Miss is a good gig. Does he want to stay and finish it? But I just think that we give coaches a lot more credit at times than they deserve, and we don't give them enough credit when certain guys do deserve it, like Eli in Missouri. So Brian Kelly is going to have some fixing to do because buy-in's been tough with his personality, and that doesn't go over well with these kids now that'll just up and say, screw you, I'm leaving for more money somewhere else, and that's a problem.
There was a problem when he did that stupid fake accent.
Yes.
And right then and there. Yeah. If you don't know what goes in a crawfish boil, you're probably in the wrong city, man. Yeah. And that's not the wrong town. I'm being serious. So, and it was just forced from the beginning. And to me, and you know, that's a place that if you don't fit that culture and what they're asking about in Baton Rouge, it's not an easy gig for you. Brian's a good coach, but I don't think he's a great one. And for me, I'm not spending $100 million on somebody to just get me 9 or 10 wins and not get to the championship. It's not worth it.
Speaking of great ones, the great Sean Salisbury joins us each and every Tuesday at 8 a.m. our time. Sean, grab the Kleenex and, curveball here. Yeah. Go back to watching Hallmark shows.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to watching. You guys enjoy the balls in your mouth there with at halftime.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
Send your letters to Sean Salisbury in Houston, Texas.
Hey, that's on me. And guess what? You can't take my scholarship away. It was already taken. So I'll see you guys.
See you, bye. Yes. He was referring to the halftime show in Dallas where the gentleman was juggling mini basketballs with his mouth.
Correct.
We'll take a break. When we come back, 4 down territory. We just talked about it. Power rankings, top 5, bottom 5, and reunification in Las Vegas. We'll do that next.
The Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter. Right to your email. Get your latest on the Sacramento Kings, UC Davis, and Sac State with the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter. Visit SactownSports.com to join.
Just announced, Stockton Honda has been named #1 of California's best car dealers in 2025 by USA Today and Statista. This prestigious award is based on thousands of customer reviews and recommendations, ranking dealerships for service, value, and satisfaction. Out of hundreds evaluated, Stockton Honda is proud to be #1, recognized for all-around excellence and commitment to our customers. Visit Stockton Honda, where reputation meets the road.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Ready to pregame for your next big arena event? Head to Beach Hut Deli, a Sacramento tradition for over 40 years where aloha is served daily. Located just steps from the arena, whether it's game day or a concert night, it's the perfect spot to gather with friends and enjoy amazing sandwiches. Planning a bigger get-together? Beach Hut Deli offers endless catering options to bring those fresh, delicious flavors to your next party or event. Beach Hut Deli. Good vibes, great food, and epic times await.
At Valley Strong Credit Union, we know that local businesses are the backbone of the Central Valley, investing in our neighborhoods, boosting the economy, making the Valley stronger. But when it comes to their finances, where can they turn? A big bank that just sees another number? That's not good enough. Valley businesses deserve Valley support for payroll, credit, cash flow, and everything in between. Valley Business is Valley Strong. Learn how our cash management services can support your business at valleystrong.com.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Born in 1892 to a socially prominent family, she was the consummate athlete, proficient in golf, tennis, marksmanship, swimming, and car racing. Many considered her the greatest horsewoman of the century. She was a pioneer in the field of golf course development with 3 world-class courses on her resume: the Women's National Golf and Tennis Club, Cypress Point, and Pasatiempo. Working for SFB Morse of Pebble Beach fame led to her second golf course development, which many consider to be the greatest golf course in the world, Cypress Point, where she developed a lifelong friendship and professional relationship with famed architect Alistair McKenzie. Pasatiempo in Santa Cruz was her third development, where she hosted the likes of Bobby Jones, Will Rogers, Babe Saharias, and more. Today, her place is alongside many others in the World Golf Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Marion Hollins, a visionary golf course architect and pioneer of the game. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
Guys, it's time to know your numbers and what they mean. And right now, Revive Men's Health is offering a $400 comprehensive wellness panel for just $99. Free if you start treatment. Offer ends November 30th. Book today at revivemenshealth.com. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app. Carmichael Dave.
He has very good sources, and he just kind of tells it as it is and gets to the point.
Jason Ross.
He has a lot of pretty smart things to say.
He's good at what he does.
On Sactown Sports.
Can I just say this one time and get it out of the way, please? Sure. For social media, for the text line, for the chat line. I'm being serious. I am aware that there is a hurricane named Melissa. I'm aware that my wife's name is Melissa. I'm aware that it's been labeled the strongest storm in the world so far this year. I'm not making, nor am I reading, any Hurricane Melissa jokes, because it's a real thing that's going to damage real people, and even I have a line. I have a line.
Okay.
I'm not going to cross.
Line so high?
Huh?
Why is your line so high?
It is a very high line, I will admit. But can't.
I mean, you did just talk about a guy juggling.
But that was a real thing that happened. Okay. That was below the line. This, if Hurricane Melissa miraculously, and let's knock on, it's probably too late. If Hurricane Melissa somehow dissipates immediately and nobody was harmed, I have 100,000 Hurricane Melissa jokes that I would use. I don't think that's going to happen, and I don't.
So, like, if that were to happen, what would number 1 be?
Nope, not doing it. Thank you. Also,
How about number 10?
I'm trying to be a good guy.
Number 23,602.
I'm trying to be a good guy. And you guys. By the way, we have another new big boss. Mm-hmm. We had the same big boss forever since I was 16. Then we had, Then we had a new big boss that we ended up loving. And then yesterday, we announced the new big boss because our last big boss is moving to be closer with her family, which is totally understandable. We love her. I've not met new big boss yet. I don't think you have met new big boss.
I saw him yesterday.
Oh, were you there? Oh, wait.
Only one missing from the show.
Hold on. I thought you were on the...
They were asking if people on the thing could hear, and I said, I see Dave, and I'll ask. And that's why I was texting you.
Oh, first off, way to call out I wasn't there. Secondly...
No, they knew. They saw.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, your name was huge.
You were actually the first one. I think you were at one point maybe the only one.
I was 5 minutes early.
Yeah, and then nobody
I was at
else.
the game. I just logged in. I was going to make fun of Chris for kissing up by being there, but you were there. Wait, you drove all the way back?
We got snacks.
What'd you get? What were the snacks? I saw some food in the corner.
Cookies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There was like a coconut bar that was really good.
A coconut bar? Mm-hmm. Like a bar of coconuts?
No, it was like one of those like cobbler bars, and it had coconut on top of it.
Usually that means there's leftovers.
Not in radio.
Oh, not in radio. Anyways.
Maybe.
New big boss, as I went downstairs during the break, is in his office, was standing outside his office, and it's always fun, the receiving line that happens when we have a new big boss. I will say this, the loud over laughing meter is redlining right now. I came downstairs to guffaw. And I only just want to know what.
Apparently, he saved us good material for today.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, what was the line?
Yeah.
And was it him that said something they were laughing at, or was it somebody else that tried to make a joke and they all waited for him to laugh, and then when he laughed, they all jumped in with an overlaugh, which we also know exists because to dissipate the discomfort.
Yeah.
Ha! Wow, sure is warm this time of year.
The weather, I mean, right?
Right. Wow, boy, shockingly, the text line's all upset with me for not saying jokes about my wife, the hurricane. Not happening. You know why?
Like a hurricane.
Good person. I will say my wife is, probably also listening as well. You know what? You know what? I hope here's my joke. I hope the hurricane is much like my wife, supportive and loving.
A supporting and loving hurricane?
Yeah, like I don't know, whatever that definition would be. I hope that it's the same. It makes you feel good and important and supported.
Makes your voice so high?
Because I'm looking at the clock
like the
right
bar.
now. We're in prime time.
It's like the line.
She's driving to work right now. Okay, 4-down territory. Question 1.
Who are your top 5 teams in the NFL?
Once again, using the rules of they don't exist outside of this year, I will say number 5, the Horseshoe. Give me the Denver Broncos. Although Patrick Surtain, too, being out, that's going to hurt him. How about those upstart New England Patriots? Jason, I was looking at this. The New England Patriots are 6-2 right now.
Yeah.
The New England Patriots host the Falcons. Then they go to Tampa. Then they have the Jets at Bengals, Giants, Bills at home, at Ravens, at Jets, home Dolphins. We're legitimately
the team that lost to the Raiders.
I mean, that right now looks like the best win the Raiders are going to have this year. We're legitimately. Are we looking at a 14-3, 13-4 Pats team?
Maybe.
We'll see. Could they be playing maybe? By the way, hey, thank you from the chat line or the text line, greater than sign chat line, because they don't know. Apparently, we are off the air. On the radio side. So for those of you listening on the radio right now, Jason's always said he does not like any of you. Doesn't like you at all.
I've always said that.
Always said that. So anyways, thank you for texting that in. And, of course, the YouTube chatters, hey, how about that? Jason?
Maybe turn your car over. Turn it on.
Broncos, Pats, Chiefs, Packers, and then the top team in the NFL, according to our 2025 only power rankings, the Indianapolis Colts. So that is 2 horse teams in the top 5. Yeah, how about that?
We have some differences. I have the Lions at 5. I have the Eagles at 4. I have the Packers at 3. I have the Broncos at 2. And the Colts at number 1.
Broncos ahead of the Packers. Wow, that's a lot of... Could you also say the Packers? I know this isn't why they're the Packers, but, a horse, you can store things. That could be... Your horse could be a Packer.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Absolutely.
So that's 3 horse things. If it was Samuel Adams riding a horse, that would also be the Patriots.
Okay.
There has to be a Native American... There has to be a Native American Revolutionary War hero.
I'm sure there is.
That rode a horse, because that would cover all 5, because you also have the Chiefs. There has to be somebody that covers all 5. I will find that name for my top 5.
Okay.
Worst top 5. And this is going from like 5th worst up.
Sure.
I'm going to put the Giants back in because of the loss of Cam Scadaboo, unfortunately. Jeez, that did not look like Raiders for a second. Jason, are you going to make the same mistake I do? Second name down that I wrote, that does that look like Raiders to you? Because I almost stumbled. Yeah, okay, you see it.
You want me to read it out loud?
No, I don't. Thank you. Raiders. number the 3rd worst team in the NFL. Hey, they got to win, though. Give me the New York Football Jets. Number 2, the Tennessee Titans. Did you get the same text I just did? It was funny. And number 1, the worst team in the NFL, the New Orleans Saints.
Oh, I have Dolphins 5 even after their win. I have the Browns at 4th worst. I have the Jets. Hey, they got to win, but they're the 3rd worst. I put the Saints the 2nd worst, but the Titans the worst.
Yeah, they're not great. They're not great at all. 3rd down, please.
Tyler Lockett reuniting with Geno Smith and Pete Carroll. Is this a good move for the Raiders?
Well, at this point, you're the Raiders. It's kind of like why I want the Kings to sign James Wiseman, who was released yesterday. I don't know. He's failed everywhere, but he's a former number 2 pick. We need a big man, and why the hell not?
Yeah.
I would say the same thing for the Raiders. Why the hell not? Geno Smith, Pete Carroll, and Tyler Lockett have all had some wonderful times together and produced great things, and the Raiders do. Another receiver can't hurt. Absolutely make that move.
These are the best of times. These are not the best of times for the Raiders. But they're trying something at this point. Yeah, I don't think it's a, you're going, what are they doing kind of thing. It's like they're just trying anything. Go for it.
Go for it. Why not? 4th down. We are going for it.
Yep.
The NFL primetime schedule this week. Oof. Thursday night, Ravens at Dolphins. Sunday night, Seahawks at Commanders. And Monday night, Cardinals at Cowboys. But guess what the world will still watch? Am I right?
Am I right? I love that. Yeah.
I would love it to be, you already brought it up, the Bills and Chiefs would be great.
Yes.
Primetime. It's not. But I'm going to watch these other games.
Yes, I'm relying on the Thursday night game because I will be flying cross country, and I need that Thursday night game to get me through. I'm saving Red Dead Redemption for when we go over the pond.
Oh.
But I am.
Yeah, in the meantime.
And then when I come back on Sunday to New York, I'm going to need more football as well. We'll take a break. When we come back, what's hot? What's not? And do the streaks continue? We're in a combined 11-game streak playoff version. We'll see if that continues next.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
So, I'm a plumber and needed to get work in the door.
So business was going down the drain?
Yeah, I went to Staples. They printed yard signs, business cards, even flyers to leave at supply stores.
But at what cost, man?
Well, I saved $125 on my order, and now I'm booked solid. Boom!
Back at ya. For your business printing, Staples.
That was easy.
Now save up to $125 on custom print orders. Valid in-store and online. Ends 11/1. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Remember when they used to ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? At Bank of America, we ask every day, what would you like the power to do? When you work here, you help build businesses, inspire communities, and forge legacies. And now we've raised our U.S. minimum wage to $25 an hour. So the opportunity to do more also comes with competitive pay. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/25. Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
The deals are on now at the model year-end sales event at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Looking to own or lease? Save on year-end models and drive a brand new Accord or Civic. Visit us today at FolsomLakeHonda.com, your one-stop Honda shop.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our #1 priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Folsom Lake Honda. Go to FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot.
And what's not?
It's not good. Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Hey, Chris.
What's that?
Who's hot?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know?
I would. That's why I asked.
Shohei Ohtani.
Yes, he is.
In 7 innings of last night's game, he had 4 at-bats, 4 hits, 2 home runs, 2 doubles, 3 RBIs, and 3 runs.
Nice. That is hot. Well, he didn't pitch, though.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't need to.
Yeah.
Probably could have used him.
He is tonight.
Breaking news. There's a whole plastic and a half container of assorted brownies downstairs.
You like brownies?
I knew there were leftovers, dude. Called it. Got caught in the middle of a ha-ha session, though. I wasn't part of it.
You got caught in the middle of it.
Like,
if you were over there, we would assume you weren't part of it.
It's outside. Wait, what?
I get it.
If it's outside where the kitchen is, and I straight up hit the circle button and did like a spin move off of it and went through on the left side past them. There was a little opening. Straight to the kitchen without a single word.
Nice.
So I would say I am also.
Why didn't you just go the back way?
Because I had already committed. And then I couldn't just turn around. And I saw an opening on the left side, and I spun off of Scott Navarro, the sales guy. And went,
hey, wait, you didn't hear about baseball.
That's probably what they were. Hey, I remember I played an 18-inning game once. Did you know I was in the Dodger organization? That probably happened. And then everyone went, ha ha! Yes! Who's not?
Shohei Ohtani. Yeah, he went 4 for 4 for 7 innings, but in the next 11 innings, no hits.
Hold on a second.
No hits, Chris.
Yeah, turn your radio down.
Hey!
What?
You're not going to do any jokes about Melissa?
No.
He didn't even have to say his name.
He's yelling at me on the text line. Answer the phone. So I answer the phone.
I wanted to talk to JR.
Oh, you did? All right, call back. But let me tell you something. If he calls back, that's on you. You know he's going to say something.
Yeah, you have to take it.
That's like your responsibility then, because I know what he's going to do. I'm not joking about it. Yeah. Good guy. Me.
Yeah, but it's JR.
But isn't it like then we endorse it? We give him a platform. Fine, call back and talk to Jason, JR. Does JR stand for Jason Ross's friend?
It's JRF.
Well, he's just
No, it's all one word.
Just using his first name.
Ross's friend is one word.
Oh, ROSSESFRIEND. Ross's friend.
Correct.
It's it's Eastern European.
Okay.
Ross's friend.
Yeah, Ross's.
Was
that all of Who's Not?
Yeah, was that all of Who's Not?
Yeah, you didn't get a hit.
All right.
Yeah.
Hi, Jason Ross.
Hi, JR.
How you doing, my man?
I'm good. How are you? What's going on this morning?
Oh, I hate the Dodgers, that's for sure.
Yeah, did you stay up and watch the whole game?
I did.
Past your bedtime. Good for you.
I did because I want Canada to win so bad.
Yeah. What do you do if Canada wins?
Oh, we celebrate. We run down the streets with Canadian flags over our shoulders.
Yes. Okay.
We do, big time. Hey, how you doing back there, Chris?
Doing good, JR. How are you?
Good.
In that celebration, will there be some sort of maple syrup shower?
Totally. Through my hair, through the skin. We're maple syrup entrepreneurs.
Yes.
And CMC.
That's you.
Knock, knock. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting Ghost.
Interrupting Ghost who?
Woo!
That's
good.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You
were afraid.
That's the ghost.
You know, you said you won't be on the show on Friday.
I won't.
I think we got our guest host.
Fine with me. Have fun with that.
Guest
Jason.
ghost.
Guest
ghost.
That's a rip off of Interrupting Cow.
You want to do that one?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting Cow.
Interrupt.
Moo.
Cow.
Moo.
Who?
Moo. Here's a Halloween one. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Boo.
Boo hoo.
Don't cry, Jason Ross.
Last time I heard that joke, I fell off my dinosaur.
Broke your wooden underwear. Yes. Let's go streak.
Get splinters in the wrong place.
It's time to go streaking.
What was that?
Splinters in the wrong
Man,
place.
did he curse us?
Who can keep the streak going?
He did, dude. I told you.
Streaking.
I told you.
We're streaking. We are streaking. Dave, you're at 3. Chris is at 3. I'm at 5.
Yes.
Look at us.
Yes.
Well, there was a lot of at-bats last night, so I sure hope we got a hit. Dave, you took T. Oscar. Is that his name? T. Oscar?
I think it's Oscar.
Oscar Hernandez. He got up 8 times. Wow.
It's a lot.
It is. He got 4 hits, including a home run. So, yeah, you're moving on. You're at 4. I took Dalton Varsho. I think that's a real person.
Uh-huh.
He got up 6 times, and he got 2 hits. So I go to 6. Oh. And then Chris took Boba Fett. He was pinch hit for at one point, so he only got it 4 times.
Oh, only 4.
Yeah, but he got 2 hits.
Hey, we're just on.
He's even gonna play. Is Boba Fett even gonna play?
Who's that?
It's you guys yesterday.
That was Dave.
That was me?
Yeah.
Why was that me?
It was a recording. I just played it.
So, there we go. We move on.
Okay.
Dave, who you picking today?
Have I taken Vladimir? I have. No, I have. Wait, I did.
Yes, you have.
Okay.
You can't take Freeman, Guerrero, or Teoscar.
Give me the captain. Captain Kirk.
Derek Jeter?
Captain Alejandro Kirk.
Oh.
Which, weirdly enough, was also Captain Kirk's real first name in the original Star Trek. They
Alejandro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Alejandro. They changed it to James
I know you like
T.
Harry Potter.
Am I the only one, by the way, that anytime I hear or I see the name, this is just a left brain thing. Anytime I see the name Dalton Varsho, I automatically think of the late, great Darren Dalton.
Okay.
Nobody else. And Darren Dalton, that Phillies team is one of my all-time favorite non-Giants teams, the one that won the World Series. I loved that team. They were just a bunch of weirdos. And it was before I knew, what Lenny Dykstra was, but when he played baseball, he's one of my favorite players of all time. I love the way he played. And you had John Kruk, you had Darren Dalton, you had Lenny Dykstra. I think that team had Kurt Schilling. I I could be mixing some stuff up. Was Schilling on the Diamondbacks by then?
I don't know.
Yeah, they had players. And Darren Dalton was just so awesome.
Weren't they the ones that lost?
I thought they won.
They lost to Joe Carter on the walk-off, right?
Yeah, but didn't they also win one?
Oh.
When did they win? No.
Okay, here's what I meant. The team that almost won the World Series. They were one of my favorites of all time. In my mind,
they were all winners.
Wait, are you talking about the 93 World Series?
Am I probably?
Yeah. And you're asking if the Diamondbacks existed?
No. When did Schilling go to the Diamondbacks?
Like 2000.
You guys don't know what you're talking about. When did the Phillies win it?
2010-ish?
Yeah.
11?
Well, that didn't have Darren Dalton on it.
No.
Well, you know what? Sometimes when you get older, you make things up in your brain, and it seems real.
In 19...
Is that one of them, what do they call it, Mandela effect? I pay my taxes!
No, we'd all have to think that wrong about it.
80, maybe? 83, somewhere in there?
When did Dalton... Oh, Dalton won it on the Marlins.
What?
Didn't he? Yeah. Darren Dalton was a world champion in 1997, the year that the Marlins beat the Indians 4-3.
Okay.
That was on the, wasn't that the, that was when the guy, thing.
Yeah.
Livan Hernandez, probably.
Livan. All right, well, I'm going to take Kike Hernandez. Chris?
Yeah.
I'll take Dalton Varsho, since we've been talking about it.
Yeah. Darren Dalton had a home run in Game 3.
Chris is keeping history alive.
Along with Jim Eisenreich. Remember that?
I will never pick a Dodger.
Never?
Ever.
Ever.
Okay.
Forever, ever. What if Jackson Holliday goes to the Dodgers in the offseason?
Oh.
Then he's dead to me.
Oh. Why can't he just be like injured to you or something? Why do you have to go that far?
Dead.
Jeez. We'll take a quick break.
Quick.
When we come back, Jason Ross asked the question, and I am here for it. Oklahoma City.
This segment's for you.
This is a reference point on a rebuild. Can the Kings duplicate it? Mm-hmm. Can the Kings duplicate it? Well, you spelled it right. I'm just being a ding-dong. Well, we'll discuss that. The duplication of Oklahoma City next.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers! Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The excitement of the game is here, and so are the model year-end savings at Stockton Honda, the best Honda dealer in Northern California. Score big with low payments, more for your trade, and a huge selection. Don't wait. The clock is ticking at StocktonHonda.com.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Based on the results of the study, recognized on June 18, 2025, USA Today's list of California's top car dealers 2025.
The holidays can be a time of increased stress for those struggling with opioid or stimulant addiction. They can also be a time for pause, reflection, opportunity, and new beginnings. This holiday season, choose treatment and recovery, embrace the company of family and friends, and create special moments. Find a proven opioid or stimulant addiction treatment provider near you at choosechangeca.org.
Need cash fast? Tap into the value of your home with a home equity line of credit from Valley Strong Credit Union. Whether it's for home improvements, debt consolidation, or that dream vacation, you can get your cash offer in minutes. That's right, just minutes to unlock the power of your home's equity with no hard credit pull to see how much cash you can get. No stress, no waiting, just smart local banking that puts you first. Grow your possibilities with Valley Strong Credit Union. Visit valleystrong.com to get started today.
KHD HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Your home for Kings basketball for over 25 seasons.
Hammer time thrown down by Malik.
From
from the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports, 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
All right, Jason.
All right, Dave.
I saw this written down in the early hours of this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I went, what is he up to?
Well, this segment is crafted for you.
The Crafted For Me segment brought to you by Crumble Cookies. Hey, they'll craft cookies for you as well.
Okay.
I don't think they will.
You are and have been a big fan of OKC, understandably. Fan. Look, they've done some amazing things. They won a championship last year. They're probably the favorite this year. They're set up so well now and have a bright present and future.
They do.
And I think also along the lines of where the Kings are constructed now, you would rather see them go younger, kind of retool it or rebuild it or tear it, some version of that to get themselves in a position where they could have something that looks like OKC.
That's right.
I mean, who wouldn't want that?
Who wouldn't?
So that's kind of where this originated from, and wanted to revisit kind of how OKC has done this, and to see if the Kings are able to do it. Because I think a lot of the people reference OKC and think of a like they just gutted it. And maybe there is a version of that, but I think to get to that, the point is they had assets. And I think there is and maybe it's a leap, maybe it's too far of a stretch, but we've said I think the Kings have some assets, not like they have the best in the league by any stretch, but at some point, then OKC had Russell Westbrook and turned that into picks, had Chris Paul, aging Chris Paul at the time, which now has been on multiple teams since then, turned him into picks. They turned Al Horford into assets. They turned Paul George was the big move. But I think even along all of the moves, Paul George turned into a couple of picks and SGA. And I think in the whole thing, if SGA is who he is, but is a nice player.
Yes.
I don't know if this happens.
I agree.
So that was the special element. They were also bad one year, and the year they were bad, they had their own pick, which was number 2. And they drafted Chet Holmgren. That was a good pick and a fit. Same draft from the Paul George trade. They got an additional pick, which got him Jalen Williams. So the moves they made were successful in the picks.
Yes.
And I think also one other selection came from that, Nikola Topic.
Yes.
So I mean,
we don't even know what.
Yeah, he's incomplete at the moment. But you got basically SGA, Jalen Williams, and Topic. Sorry for Paul George. And those other moves, it kind of spilled off when you kind of look at it and you go, "Oh, okay, that helped them get Isaiah Joe and Kaysen Wallace," and you're going, "Okay." But on that team, on the fit because of SGA, because of Holmgren, because of Jalen Williams, you can move a guy. Josh Giddey was successful there. He was going to be a good pick. They could have kept him.
They could have.
Caruso's probably the better fit for what they needed. The one signing really on this group is Hartenstein. Other than that, it's a lot of their own doing and drafting and or trading for.
I think what's interesting, it's a great conversation, is that Oklahoma City, what is amazing to me about this whole run Oklahoma City's on is that the catalyst of the whole thing, I think we can agree, is the day they traded Paul George.
Correct.
Okay. And they traded Paul George July 6th, 2019. They traded Paul George to the Los Angeles Clippers for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Danilo Gallinari, 4 unprotected first-round picks, 1 protected first-rounder, and 2 pick swaps. Now, This is what's incredibly important, and I would really, really encourage if Scott, if you have this on in your on your little transistor radio in the office, anyone with the Kings, hi, how you doing? Love you. So that was 18-19. The year before, well, let's go back 3 years prior. Okay, this is the Westbrook years.
Mm-hmm.
The Thunder were the third best team in the Western Conference in 15-16. The sixth best, but they were 47-35 the next year. They were 48-34. Then they were 49-33. Now,
what year is that?
That's 2018-2019.
Okay.
They were 49-33 in 2018-2019. They lost in the first round of the Blazers, but they almost won 50 games. What Sam Presti didn't do is he didn't sit there and go, you know what? We got a star. We got a superstar. We almost won 50 games. Let's keep going. He said, I see that this team is term limited, basically. They have a ceiling. The ceiling is not the roof. We're going to make this trade to the Clippers, who are going all in, and they absolutely, let's be honest, it's arguably the most lopsided trade in NBA history. At least looking at it right now, we got a lot of time to go.
Just Paul George for SGA now is a win for OKC. They got additional stuff.
I would counter what you said, and I would say Paul George for SGA is a landslide.
Yeah.
Is a landslide.
Yeah.
And that
but it was not on the day. I mean, it wasn't looked at as a bad trade, but it was not looked. This was, remember, and from the Clippers' perspective, and it obviously didn't work out that way, they knew they were getting Kawhi Leonard. So Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, that was going to get them a championship. It did not.
No.
But I understand their thinking. They could not have known that SGA was going to be this good.
Also, one of the picks, Jalen Williams.
Right.
Right. In addition to everything else they had.
But the point on that is they drafted him.
Him.
I don't know who was around Jalen Williams. I think he was 11th. Mm-hmm. So 10th, 12th, 9th, 8th. They could have taken someone else that you go.
That's right.
They didn't, though. They took the right pick and the right fit for them.
Now they have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and all these picks, and they're loading up on draft capital. So guess what? They go to 22-50. They are 14th. That is in 2021. They go to 24-58. 14th. That was in 21-22. Where do they start turning it around? 22-23. So that was the Beam Team year, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
The Oklahoma City Thunder were 40-42. They missed the playoffs. They were under 500. Then they go 57-25.
The 1 seed.
Lost in the semifinals. They were the 1 seed. And then they won 68.
Yeah.
And the NBA championship. The thing that I think is incredibly important to look at, but it's also unfair, is that, number one, during the Kings Beam Team year, just to put it in perspective, the Kings were the 3 seed. The Oklahoma City Thunder missed the playoffs, and they were 2 games under 500.
Right.
The Oklahoma City Thunder since then have won a championship, and they've been the 1 seed 2 years in a row. That is an incredibly – they didn't just race past the Kings. They blew by them like in the cartoons where the Kings were like spinning like a top. But they had a lot of stuff in the works already before that where you could see what they were doing. Now they're at a point where – it wasn't just that trade. It's the fact that they have such a ridiculous amount of assets. Jason, they
the Beam Team year, now that I'm thinking back, too, wasn't Holmgren hurt and never played?
Yes, which helped them. But ultimately, Holmgren was really the – I don't know, who the hell they even the same year they got Chet Holmgren, they got Jalen Williams.
Right. And then the next year they got Giddey, right?
And then the next year, no, they
or was Giddey the year before that?
What was Giddey? Giddey was 2021.
Yeah.
Here's what's hilarious. I forgot about this. The Oklahoma City Thunder in 2021, they had 3 first-round picks. They picked number 6, number 16, and number 18. At number 6, they picked Josh Giddey.
Yep.
At number 18, they picked Trey Mann. Mm-hmm. You know who the Oklahoma City Thunder picked with their middle pick?
It's somebody that they dealt. Oh, it's Şengün.
Alperen Şengün.
Right. Right. So, look, I mean, now, is that a good move?
No.
So the point is, you don't have to be perfect.
You don't have to be perfect.
You got to get more of them right. In the list you've said, they've got more of them right.
And when you go back, they got A.J. Mitchell last year in the second round. Dylan Jones and Nikola Topic were their first-round picks. In 2023, they traded Derek Lively, who's pretty damn good to the Dallas Mavericks. Peyton Watson, Jalen Williams, and Chet Holmgren the year before. In 21, Trey Mann and Josh Giddey. Giddey, they moved for Alex Caruso, right? Yeah. Emmanuel Quickley and Brandon Clark were their 20 and 2019 picks, both traded. Emmanuel Quickley, by the way, I think had 40-something last night. Didn't he? Yeah. Terrence Ferguson in 2017, Cameron Payne in 2015. They did not have a pick in 16. Josh Huistis was their first-round pick along with Mitch McGarry, who I think wasn't he the lawyer in the firm Tom Cruise played?
He was.
Yeah. Here's the thing. There's a lot of draft misses in there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of draft misses. What you illustrated is the entire point to me about Oklahoma City and why when Kings fans say, and it's a perfectly valid question. Guys, look at our draft history. There's no guarantee if we suck that by the way, we're going to get a high, that pick. Look at Dallas last year. Look at San Antonio. Being the worst team does not guarantee you. And they're 100% correct. It's luck. It is legitimately the lottery is luck. Now, you can increase your odds. There are charts you can look at that show the average pick for the worst team in the NBA all the way down. And straight up, they're all better. So if you're the worst team in the NBA, you pick like an average of like 2.9. I'm making this up, but like 2.9. If you have the second worst record in the NBA, you pick an average of 3.5, on and on and on. So odds, mathematically, the worse you are, the better chance you have of having a higher pick. That's number one. Number two, well, we don't draft well. Look, what are we going to do? We're going to be, it sucks so we can get Ben McLemore. We're going to suck so we can get Jim. I understand that, but that is an understandably silly way to think. Here's what I mean. Number one, Pete D'Alessandro isn't drafting. What the Kings did and who they drafted in 2013 or with Marvin Bagley or what, Vlade Divac ain't in that room. Okay, Pete D'Alessandro isn't in that room. Monty McNair actually had a decent. Monty McNair had the best drafting record since Jeff Petrie. That's just a fact. But Monty McNair's not in that room. It's Scott Perry. Okay, and so far we have Nick Clifford and we have Max Reynaud to go on as far as his draft history with Sacramento. And honestly, too early to tell, but seems like he got value. It's all about, like at 8 o'clock today, we gave out a code word to win Trevor Noah tickets at Thunder Valley. Every time you text in that word, there's a drawing that's going to happen, and the winner gets to go to Trevor Noah. So it would be like somebody saying, I could enter 100 times, there's no guarantee I'm going to win. You're 100% right. But you have a better chance at winning. Because every time you get a raffle ticket, or let's call it a dart, for you to throw, and here's what the darts are. The darts are draft picks. The higher the draft pick, these are facts, these are inarguable. The higher the draft pick, the more likely that draft pick is going to be an all-star, Hall of Famer, MVP. Mm-hmm. The higher you go up the board. The more draft picks you have, the better chance you have at getting those picks.
Yeah.
Which is why, for a team like the Kings, you have seen, and you should be able to see, that the Oklahoma City Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs are going to run the West and probably run the league, along with a couple other teams that fit in there for the next 5 years plus, barring injury or nuclear wars and destruction of the earth. That's what's happening. The Kings can't get there with this team. Therefore, the only solution, again, my opinion, the only solution, you have to begin going the OKC route. Start identifying teams, of which there aren't really any out there right now, that can use the assets that you have. I don't care if that's Zach LaVine. I don't care if that's Domantas Sabonis. I love Domantas Sabonis. But if they can get young players / draft capital for him and they can get those monies off the books, which will allow them to do things like, for example, the San Antonio Spurs acquired Harrison Barnes from the Kings as a basic salary dump, and in that process, they got the Kings' 2031 unprotected first-round pick. The Kings can begin to do that with losing money. It's not just about signing free agents. It's about absorbing salary and getting long-term draft assets so that they can turn around, okay, here's our Jalen Williams, here's our Chet Holmgren. And by the way, if somebody wants to trade us a future MVP for Zach LaVine, I'm here for it.
Yeah, and I think if we look at those two examples that you're giving, and they're good because there are different ways that they're getting there with the Spurs and with the Thunder. I think if I'm the Kings, I try to do it in a variety of ways, like more bites at the apple, because I think draft picks will help.
Perfect way of putting it.
A lot of times that you're in the lottery for a while. So if you're a lottery and you're third and you're ninth and you're sixth and you're seventh and you're first, are you first on the year that there's Victor Wembanyama, or are you first on the year when it's like, Bargnani?
That's right.
Nice
That's
player.
right.
But so I think if you have more chances at it, that increases your odds.
That's right.
And then I think if we go to these two teams, as great as OKC has executed this,
yes,
they are going to be a good team unless SGA becomes SGA. That's a generational trade that they pulled off. Now, credit to them, 100%. I think the Spurs right now with Castle, with Fox, with Barnes, with Harper, without Victor, they're nice.
They're nice, but they're not
They're
anywhere
special.
near.
He makes them special. So they won the lottery at a time that it was we are maybe talking about him being one of the greatest of all time. Maybe.
That's right.
It's really early. But he's transformative. SGA is turning into that. So they got special players, but Holmgren's needed. Caruso's needed.
That's right.
Jalen Williams is needed. Yep. So, but again, they turned in the OKC way. They had Paul George, great player. Turn him into something. Zach LaVine's a really good player.
Yes.
Can you turn him into that? I don't know. Can you turn to maybe not DeRozan, but does it get you a pick? Like you missed, I think, already a chance with Fox.
That's right.
But okay, so that's passed.
Can't do anything about it.
Right. The next draft, can you do well? Can you in the next trade you make where people go, wow, the Kings actually did a really good job on that trade? That's kind of how you have to do it, and it doesn't happen overnight. And really, let's go back to the Spurs. They got the transformative player. It still hasn't happened. I think it's happening.
Yeah.
But, they missed the playoffs the first 2 years. I think we'd all take that.
100% I would.
But it's going in the right direction. And SGA, it didn't happen right away. You said 22 wins, and then it got a little better, then a little better. Now it's like I would trade places with them in a heartbeat.
And it doesn't have to take as long as people think.
Right.
Let's go back to the Beam team year. We can all remember the Beam team year. It was just 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Three. I'm going to give you the bottom three teams in the NBA. And not only are they the bottom three teams, Jason,
in the whole league or
in
West?
the whole league.
Okay.
The next worst team, the fourth worst team in the NBA, was a full 5 games ahead.
Of the bottom three?
Of the bottom three.
Okay.
The worst team in the NBA was the Detroit Pistons at 17-65.
Okay.
The San Antonio Spurs were 22-60, tied with the Houston Rockets at 22-60. Going up the list, by the way, amongst the teams that were worse than the Kings that year record-wise, we mentioned the Oklahoma City Thunder at 40-42, the Timberwolves, the Warriors, the Lakers, the Clippers, the Knicks were all worse than the Kings. Now, some of that data is noisy.
Yeah.
But and by the way, that Detroit record was partially informed by the fact that much like the Spurs being in a position because Wemby was out, the Thunder getting lucky because Holmgren missed a whole year. Detroit's Cade Cunningham had big injury issues coming up, and they had a few bites at the apple.
Right.
But these are all teams now. I'm not even going to look at this year, Jason. I'm going to look at the same thing last year. You look at the Rockets were 52-30, and now they're a bona fide contender. You had the Detroit Pistons at 44-38, and then the worst of them, the San Antonio Spurs. They were 34-40, but everybody knew.
Yeah.
Everybody knew where they were going to be.
Right.
What the Kings are doing, what the Kings have been doing is I left something out, Jason, and I think it's only fair that I include it in this conversation. So I said the Pistons, the Spurs, and the Rockets were the bottom three teams, right? What I didn't say is that the next worst team was the Hornets. Okay. And then the Blazers and the Magic and the Wizards. By the way, the Pacers were 35-47. The Jazz were 37-45. I think you have to acknowledge the other side of that coin.
I think the Hornets would be the best example.
Hornets.
They've got the longest playoff list streak. They're the ones that, for Kings fans, you root for that because you want to get that off your mark. I think they're close to 10 now, or 8 to 10 years of not making the playoffs.
The Jazz, the Wizards, I would also put in a similar category. It seems like the Blazers have some good young talent, but they're not there yet. Mm-hmm. Those are teams that have been in the Jazz, the Wizards, and especially the Hornets. These are teams that have been there for a while.
Coaching hasn't been the best for the Blazers.
I would say ownership issues across the board as well, including Charlotte and Portland with an ownership change. Look, the problem is, and this is a huge problem in society. Like, somebody says something political, and they say, well, that's wrong. That shouldn't happen. And the other person goes, well, what about your guy back then? Or, oh, well, let's just do that. And then all this thing. The only time generally in this world that there are absolutes where it is a pure black and white situation with no room for error, they involve body counts. Okay? That's about as black and white as you can get, dude. This is sport. I can't tell you that rebuilding and getting lottery picks is going to turn this team around. It could confine them to sucking for the next 5 to 10 years. I have to allow for that.
Sure.
But what I ask everybody is this. When I say that is the best proven mathematical chance we have at becoming a title contender, if the chances of this roster right now are winning a title someday are 0%, which I believe they are, or 1%, whatever, fine. And the chances of rebuilding, drafting, and becoming the next OKC or Indiana or San Antonio or whoever, Houston, if that's 45%, that means two things. It means, number one, that's a 45% better chance than if they continue right now, which is massive. It also means it's as likely or not that it's not going to work. But you look, there's no guarantee. So my mind is, look for the best. Just use mathematics. I have the most draft picks. Therefore, I have X better chance of landing them. My draft picks are higher. Therefore, I have X chance at getting a star picking number 5 than I have it picking number 12, where we do. Perpetually picking number 12, number 13, or number 14. Yeah, dude, you could grab an Alperen Şengün. You could grab a Nikola Jokic. You could grab a Draymond Green, but the odds are heavily stacked against it. So what are we trying to do here? Are we trying to just... Do you care about a 40-win team? Are you saying, well, if we win 40 times, it's 40 times that I get to see the beam lit and this and that? Okay, I respect that. People say, you hate the Kings, you want them to lose. No. I love the Kings and I want them to lose because for me, I want a championship. And everything else is secondary. Yeah. Yes, I need to get to the first round and I need to get to the conference finals. I get that. I want to be one of these teams.
Right.
And they've given us a blueprint. And by the way, similar market.
Yeah.
Similar fans.
Yeah, I think another similar market that didn't do it this way, that would be another, just a counter, would be the Pacers. But I think the two teams were doing the same thing. Kings wanted Siakam, Pacers wanted Siakam.
That's
Pacers won that deal.
That's right.
And then just the subtle moves they made around that, all of a sudden went, wow, this is a really good team. I would have liked to see the Kings with Pascal Siakam. I think they would have been right after the Beam team, and that's when they were trying to strike there.
That's right.
Probably would have been a pretty good team.
Great team.
They didn't get him. So you can try to do it on the fly. I think it's difficult. You also, the same theme, if they tried to do that, which I'm not exactly sure they're doing that now, but your rate, like you have to really bat a really high average. Like you have to make those moves. You go, that move made sense, and it made them better.
You got to win.
Yeah.
And...
like you can, I don't want to say miss on a lottery pick, but you hope that person's in the rotation. But you also hope like we got a stud in that pick. That's
maybe a lower pick was a surprise. Right. And that Pascal Siakam deal that the Pacers made that we didn't, that's a big reason why the Pacers were in the finals last year and we sucked. But also that Pascal Siakam move, that's an example of OKC trading Paul George after a winning season.
Yeah.
Just because you're winning. You can't be afraid to recognize the future. You're holding on to the weed on the edge of a cliff. Well, you haven't fallen off the cliff yet. That's true, but it's coming.
Right.
Do you want to figure it out before, or you just want to wait to fall so you can enjoy those last few moments on the cliff holding onto the weed and not falling to your death?
Yeah. No, you should jump off the cliff so you have a better chance of getting back on the cliff.
Jump off the cliff. Yeah, exactly, Chris. That makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, so after the Beam team year, the other part about that, as you mentioned, they were the 3 seed. It was 48 wins. It just was a different year, too.
That's right.
Like the next year, they won 46, and they were 9th.
That's right.
So it was a little bit more open. And I think while we were living it, so we can't forget this, as much fun as the come-up was and how great they were playing, we did have questions night to night. Like, is Harrison Barnes really your Your 4 or your 3 and Herder, can they upgrade that? Like, they were fine.
And the good news
Fox
is,
be a number 1 on a great team?
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. And the good news is, when it came to Harrison Barnes and the question, what was that, 3, 4, 5 years ago, at least they've solved that. So, I will say it again, Jason. And I mean this with all respect to Scott Perry, who, by the way, worked on the staff. But if I won the Powerball, it was $15 billion, and I was somehow able to buy the Kings, I would call Clay Bennett, and I would get a lunch with Sam Presti and Clay Bennett, and I would just simply sit down, and I would say the following: guys, I don't want to leave this table until I know what it's going to take to get you, Sam. And Clay, I'm willing to pay a premium. What's your price? Everybody has a price. What's the price? Because right now, I think Sam Presti is probably making around $12-13 million a year, give or take $1 million. Okay. I'm going to give you $50 million a year, Sam, and it does not count on the books. Doesn't count on the luxury tax. And he's still, late 40s, early 50s, I think. I wouldn't start at $50 million, by the way. I'd work my way up. But are you here to tell me that $50 million a year for literally the greatest executive mind in the NBA who's done this twice, that's too much? I would pay $50 million to have the absolute architect of 2 phenomenal rebuilds in small markets. You guys think I slobber over Sam Presti? I slobber over Sam Presti. I am a hungry man in the desert that was just presented with a gallon of water and a filet mignon. I'm that guy. I would literally cut off a digit on my hand if it meant we could get Sam Presti. Not if you gave me
$50 million and a finger.
And a finger. Jason, we had this conversation last night. We'll go to break. If you gave me a choice between the Kings being able to acquire Victor Wembanyama for nothing or Sam Presti for nothing, I'd have to have a really long think about it. I
wouldn't.
I think most people would be in the majority and they'd laugh at me and they'd take Victor Wembanyama. Whereas my whole thing is tortoise and the hare. Yeah, you could get Victor Wembanyama, but could you get 6 Jaylen Browns? Could you get or Jalen, what's his face? Williams, thank you. Could I get Victor Wembanyama and he snaps his legs in half next year? Sam Presti's not getting hurt.
He's not, but he also he has one. Is he getting more?
He has 1 title.
Right.
But he has 2 amazing runs with the same team. He had the Harden, Durant, Westbrook, Ibaka run. And then he had that run, the run he's on right now.
It could be 5. We don't know.
And I would also say that this team is arguably in better position to be a dynasty than any other team in recent memory. Even better than the early 2000s Lakers because, by golly, they seem to get along a little bit better.
By golly.
I didn't mean to swear. We'll take a break when we come back. What's on deck? Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing plus 3 in the key after this.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
That's the sound of James adding long-lasting Gain scent boosters to his laundry this morning. Several hours later, James sniffs the irresistible scent of Gain on his shirt. Gain. Several hours later, James has even caught the attention of his mother-in-law, and she never gives him attention.
Ooh, you smell amazing, James.
Oh, thanks, Mom. I love you too.
I never said that.
Add Gain scent boosters to your laundry. Add joy to your day.
My ride smells just right, just right, just right, just right. Y'all gotta try that Febreze car. Just right, just right, just right. La 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 la. With up to 40 days of consistent scent, all over Febreze car clips right on your vent. You know my car's my happy place. Keep that smile on my face when it smells just right, just right, just right. Yeah, breathe happy Febreze. La 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 la.
Toyota's legendary truck event is on, and the deals are legendary. Get low APR plus $500 bonus cash on 2025 Tacoma, or get a low-cost lease on Tacoma Double Cab, or get low APR or up to $3,000 cash back on 2025 Tundra. Get to your Toyota dealer now because this truck event is gonna be Toyota. Let's go places. Offers available through TFS to buyers with premium-rated credit. Cashback available through TMNA and cannot be combined with other offers. Ends 11/3/25.
Carmichael Dave here for American Energy Heat and Air. Right now, breaking news, they're upgrading their offering to include plumbing, bringing that same expertise and experience to the plumbing space. They're no longer just heat and air. They're now your American Energy Home Pros. You hear me talk about them as your second opinion partner. Now you can still get second opinions on any HVAC service or replacement, and now you can get a second opinion on any of your plumbing services. They'll come out to your house for free, and they'll give you a second opinion and almost certainly save you money. Oh, but wait, there's more. With winter coming up, how about a free furnace special? With full system installation, you're getting a free furnace, not a discounted furnace, a free furnace, and up to $4,000 in rebates while that funding lasts. So get there right now, 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com. American Energy, making the uncomfortable comfortable.
Power Business Technology is proud to be a 100% independent, locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer since 2021. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729. Or visit us at powercopiers.com.
Guys, tired all the time? Gaining weight? Low drive? These aren't just signs of aging. They could be low testosterone or other underlying issues. Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento is making it easier to get answers with a comprehensive wellness panel. It's not just a lab test, it's where better performance begins. Our providers will check your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. A $400 value for just $99, or free if you start treatment. Over 120,000 men have trusted Revive to restore their energy, mood, and confidence. So if you're ready to feel better and live stronger, call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Offer ends November 30th. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is going to be fun.
It's time for What's on Deck. Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
Well, the guys are not here. I can hear them down the hallway, taking their sweet time to come in. Hey, guys. Hello, David. I also couldn't play any of our funny drops because we're trying to use our access for something else. So do you guys.
I was going to see how long we could not talk.
I could go.
I got so uncomfortable. You would have gone longer?
Silence is powerful.
Wow. How long does it take before it starts going, meep, meep, meep?
It was already doing that.
Oh, it was. Well, way to go, Chris.
We got little Chris looks in that picture. Little Chris.
Greg, by the way, also would say 50 million and a finger for Sam Presti. And it was a good conversation, by the way. From the 916. Monty McNair is a failure. He wasn't aggressive enough. Monty also gets zero credit for his picks, considering he traded Tyrese and Davion. Then in a decent draft, he took Devin Carter over Dalton Knecht, Jalen Wells, and Jared McCain. I disagree. I will say this. I think Monty McNair is the best GM we've had since Jeff Petrie. And that's with the caveat that I don't know. Scott Perry hasn't been here long enough. Here's what Monty McNair did. Monty broke a 16-year playoff streak. Monty drafted Tyrese Halliburton. Monty traded for DeMontis Sabonis, and Monty McNair and his front office gave 3 of the best years we've had over the last 40. So I don't count that as a failure. That does not mean that I don't heavily disagree with some of the moves that were made.
Mm-hmm.
But also, if you're playing chess and not checkers, I find myself wondering, did Monty McNair just forget how to be a general manager? Did he just wake up one morning and go, psst, don't know what I'm doing? Did he just go from executive of the year to, did he just trip and fall on something and lose his marbles, or were there other things afoot? And I put that in the category of why did Mark Cuban sell the team, and all those are the conspiracy theories I like, because 1 and 1 is 3 to me right now, and I would love to see what the mathematics are.
Are we still, by the way, on this list? Are we still putting Dalton Connect that high up there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Everybody freaked out about he had that one game last year. It's like, oh, Dalton Connect. He's fine.
You can't have credit for drafting Tyrese if you trade him. Okay, so if Oklahoma City had drafted Paul George, they get no credit for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, right? By that logic.
Yeah.
You absolutely can. Now, you can sit here and say Halliburton's better than Sabonis. That's an argument.
Sure.
But it's not like he traded Tyrese Halliburton for Marvin Bagley IV, the son of Marvin Bagley III. It's not. He traded for DeMontis Sabonis. Let's figure it out, guys.
Yeah, so if somehow this year was an amazing year, Levine wins the MVP.
Uh-huh.
They didn't draft him.
They didn't draft him. You don't get credit.
Okay.
There's the rules.
Got it.
Beat it, bop, ba-doop, boop. What's on deck? Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. At worry of repeating some of this, of course. The Clippers and Warriors tonight. World Series Game 4. Hopefully not 18 innings.
Let's go. Let's play more. That was fun.
Man, Blue Jays and the Dodgers. I had another one. I didn't have one more Brad Paisley thing. If you guys missed it earlier.
I do later.
You have a Brad Paisley thing? Oh, then I will not speak to this. And then, of course, Kings and the Oklahoma City Thunder tonight.
Thunder.
This time.
Feel the thunder.
Lightning.
And the
Thunder. Minus 10.5 is the point spread. Thunder are favored by 10.5.
Okay.
That is at 5 p.m. right here on the sporty 1140 from Paycom Center in Oklahoma City. We'll bring back, somebody asked earlier, I think it might have been Jess. Yes, if the Kings won tonight, it would be our inaugural Bowoody.
Oh, yes.
Right now, the current Bowoody is a win over the Jazz.
Yep. Hey, they're 2-1.
They are.
Only lost to the Kings.
Only lost to the Kings. That's
Markkanen scored 50 last night. Kings did a better job on him.
Oh, you know what else this is?
What?
Well,
Oklahoma
City.
I know
lost this year.
You what?
Is Oklahoma City lost this year?
Nope.
No.
I know what you're talking about,
And they're
Chris.
the champions.
Oh, that
linear
would be
linear
just the linear
championship on the line.
championship.
It's on the line tonight.
You know what? I haven't done this in a long time, guys. I'm going to do this right now. If, in fact, the Sacramento Kings win tonight, for only the second time in my entire career, I will do tomorrow's show with a pair of pants on my head. I did that once.
You did.
Remember?
Yeah, I brought you different pants.
Yeah, you didn't even bring the pants.
No, you said it, and I brought it.
And you forget it.
You want to repeat that? I'll bring them.
Sure.
You're not sure?
Yeah. We should have Kyle bringing his pants.
Yes, Kyle pants. You were wearing my wife's pants. Hello.
Hi. That's right. You know what?
Kyle pants.
I'll wear Kyle's pants on my head.
Okay.
Kings win tomorrow. I'll wear my Kyle's pants on my head
You
for
mean
the
tonight?
show. Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
If the Kings win tonight, tomorrow, I'll wear Kyle's pants on my head. God, he's got some weird pants too.
Well, that's good for the show. Good for the YouTube hits.
Let's get to it. 3 in the key tonight. Kings Thunder, 5 p.m. Now. Oh, crap. My son's got another playoff game tonight.
Back-to-back?
Back-to-back playoff games?
Because they were a play-in, so they go right away. Now they're facing, Waldorf salad or something?
Ugh.
Yeah.
I hate Waldorf.
I do, too.
Oh, we're the waves.
Whatever. Bunch of walnuts.
Watch out, we're the waves.
I say a Waldorf salad's got some weird crap in it, too, dude. Like, no joke. You ever had a Waldorf salad, Jason?
Yeah, it's got, what's the key thing? Walnuts?
Isn't it walnuts?
Apples, maybe?
Yeah, I think like apples. And yeah, I know there's going to be a Waldorf salad truther out there who's like, you guys are high. Well, that's you, sir, or ma'am.
Oh, we're Waldorf. We're going to teach your kids. Hey, kids, what grade do you think you should have?
Actually, I'm not going to lie. It kind of sounds like it's up your alley. Got a little bit like it's up your alley. Like,
it is not up my alley.
And you know what? Let's take this Billy got a great grade. How about everybody shares in that grade? Everybody gets an A. And now let's play guitar. That's what it sounds like to me. Mayonnaise, lemon juice, salt, pepper, apples, grapes, celery, toasted walnuts, and lettuce. Yeah, that can just suck every part of a garden hose.
Yeah.
Gross.
Great water.
Yeah, it does kind of have that rubber tang to it. You're 100% right. Jason Ross.
All right, let's do it. First category today, guys. The Kings gave up a lot of free throws. We know that, the disparity, but now they're playing the foul merchant. SGA, free throw attempts and makes, or makes and attempts.
Well, I don't think he's going to go Austin Reeves style. But I will say SGA will be 12 of 14.
Okay, we're close. I have 14 of 16.
I'll say 10 of 11.
Okay. Next up, we are going to go for Kings leading bench score and how many points?
Oh, Jason, I don't know. But why don't you give me Malunk-Meek? 16.
Oh, I have Monk for 17.
Aha.
Monk for 19.
Wow, we're all over there.
We're all
okay.
the trio of monks.
And then a random stat for tonight's Kings Thunder game. Which can be heard right here in Sactown Sports.
In the spirit of maybe a reverse jinx, maybe not, I will say, now the silly thing would be to say that the Kings will suffer their biggest blowout of the year, being that their largest loss was by 7. I will say the Kings will lose by 20 or more.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Dave, you hate the Kings. Blah. Chris, that's weird.
I say that Dennis Schroeder is going to go back-to-back double-doubles. He's going to have another Schroeder double-double.
Hey, Dennis Schroeder going back-to-back.
Chris?
He's going back-to-back.
Levine will have 35 or more points today.
Woo!
Oh, way to go on a limb.
He's only averaging 31.
Well, it is against a good defensive team, so there's that.
There you go.
Okay.
It's completed.
It's completed. It's done.
We'll take Chet Holmgren predictions.
Chet Holmgren.
Do we have something about Chet Holmgren?
From Gonzaga.
What about Russell Westbrook?
Yeah.
I don't have that.
Revenge game, going back to OKC.
Yeah.
He's the heart of OKC.
Oh, hey, he gets a big ovation there, right? I think.
I hope so.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yes.
Oh, Westbrook revenge. Ooh, guy, can we add one?
Sure.
Okay, sorry. Russell Westbrook points in his return.
That's why he could have been our leading bench scorer.
I'm sorry, Jason. Don't write that down. Russell Westbrook combined points, rebounds, assists. I think that's more fun. I'm gonna say 18. Come on, ha ha, sucker.
24.
Wow.
19.
Okay. Now we'll take a break. Before, that was a fake break. Now it's a real break. When we come back, Crosstalk with Alan Stiles, Celebrity Birthdays brought to you by Crumble Cookies. We wrap up the program next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
The deals are on now at the model year-end sales event at Balsam Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Looking to own or lease? Save on year-end models and drive a brand new Accord or Civic. Visit us today at FolsomLakeHonda.com, your one-stop Honda shop.
As a family-owned and operated dealership since 2009, customer service is our number one priority. Our customers love doing business with us, and you will too.
Folsom Lake Honda. Go to FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
Every time I turn around, my friends at Pure Talk give me one more reason to feel good about switching. This month, for instance, they're supporting Canines for Warriors, a terrific organization that trains rescue dogs and then pairs them up with combat veterans struggling with PTSD. The result? They're saving lives on both ends of the leash. This is why I switched to Pure Talk. I like being in business with an American wireless company who shares my values. Yeah, I appreciate unlimited talk, text, and plenty of 5G data for just $25 a month, and I bet you will too. But I think you'll really appreciate doing business with a company who gives back to the men and women who volunteered to defend our country. Just dial pound 250, say micro. With Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team, you can switch in as little as 10 minutes. Again, dial pound 250, say micro, to switch to an American wireless company who actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Ready to order?
Yes. We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card, so let's just get one of everything.
Everything?
Fire everything. The Capital One Saver Card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back.
Yes, Chef! This is so nice.
Had a feeling you'd want 3% cash back on dessert.
Ooh, tiramisu.
Earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver Card. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Hi, this is Greg Papa. Disasters hit every day. If your home, business, or building has suffered from any disaster, SunPoint Public Adjusters can help. SunPoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to and letting your focus be on what's most important, your family or your business. Call SunPoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. SunPoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884.
Hey there, Mark and Tom, the travel and entertainment guys, brought to you by Sports Leisure Vacations. Time for our weekly travel tip, and with it, here's Mark Hoffman.
We've talked before about how airlines make money these days. It has little to do with the fare you pay and more to do with the seat assignment you buy, the bag you check, and the credit card you use with their name on it. Fees for assigned seats are, of course, a total ripoff, but they're part of travel now, and there are a few times you may want to consider paying a ransom to purchase a seat. 1. If you're traveling with friends or family members, you want to visit on the flight, and you can't do that if you're in 22E and the rest of the clan is in row 9. 2. When you want to work during the flight, you'll probably want an extra legroom seat. 3. If you're a woman, few women traveling alone want to be stuck in a middle seat between two men, especially large men. 4. When you have a tight connection. 5. When you want to sleep on the plane. 5 solid reasons to pay for an upgraded coach seat.
More tips to make you a smarter traveler Saturdays at 11 a.m. right here on Sactown Sports 1140.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things. And now, here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
All right. All ready for this? Alan Styles in the building, hanging out,
doing things.
You know those houses that are all lit up and decorated, and they'll play a song, and like the Santa and the house will light up to the I just saw one, and it was 3 pumpkins and a house, and the pumpkins were doing Busta Rhymes' verse on "Look at Me Now," and it's one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life.
Where was that?
Huh?
Where was that?
I don't know. It was just online.
Oh.
I don't know where it was.
Oh.
But one of these days I want to grow up and be. I really desperately wanted to be that dad that had the expendable cash to just ridiculously deck out my house.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't have that type of money to spend multiple.
Yeah, which house?
Paul McCartney tickets.
Dude, those houses don't cost. Those decorations don't cost $1,200.
Which house would you do it on?
That's, you know what? That is such a leading and setting up me question, Jason Ross. You are setting me up because no matter which way I answer, no matter which, like if I were to say to you, Jason, you don't have a pet, do you? Because if I were to say to you, like if you had a dog and I said, do you still hit your dog? Either way you answer.
That's exactly the same.
If you say no, that implies you used to. If you
hey,
say
Jason, you still give Pop Rocks to your dog?
I did. I was 5.
See? We haven't forgotten.
Never forget.
Never forget. I would do it to the house I live in.
Oh.
Okay. Which one?
The only house I live in.
He didn't say the house he vacations in.
Yeah. He was not wasting his time over there.
Right. No, that's it's winter now. It's cabin time.
Yeah.
It's funny how all I wanted to say was I think it'd be cool to
You
decorate
can.
my
You can
house.
do it.
No, I know those are like super expensive. Like the one where you pull up and like you have to tune your radio station to like the little private frequency with whatever music they have on, and then it's like Metallica's "Sad but True," but the whole house is dancing.
Yeah. Send your daughter to community college.
That's actually a great point.
Nothing wrong with consuming this.
Every day you find out someone's got a cabin.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like my family missed the cabin.
Do you have a cabin?
I do not have a cabin.
Yeah, we don't either.
Dave's definitely got a cabin.
Oh, he does.
Alan's family's got a houseboat.
No.
Yeah.
Your two options. You either have a cabin or a houseboat.
Or an RV.
Or an RV.
By the way, anybody want to? Speaking of boats, that cabin came with a boat.
Oh,
didn't?
Well, we'll throw in the yacht with it.
But I don't. I remember.
You can decorate the boat.
Remember, I don't know how to drive. I don't know how to do boats, so I did not take it out once. It's one of them jet ski boats with the thing on top with the speakers, the big grail gate thing, and all that. Anybody want a boat? You have a boat.
Not right now.
Okay. Just saying.
It's not a good time.
No boat people.
Take it out in the tow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take it to Folsom Lake. I hear they have salmon there.
Instead of walk and talks, you can do your boat chats.
Hey, do the show live from the boat.
Yeah.
On the water. Alan Styles coming to you from the boat. Then just boom, here you go.
Styles on the shore.
Styles on the shore.
Styles by the sea.
It sure is Styles.
Shore. I see what he did. Celebrity birthdays brought to you by Crumble Cookies. Just need to move on. You guys being mean. Hey, you know what? You got a cabin? Great.
I got a fever.
No better way to enjoy your cabin than a nice big thing of Crumble Cookies. Crumble Cookies. Oh, yeah. In nature. Back to you.
Didn't you have all those Brad Paisley stats about the World Series?
Yeah. Would you like them?
Well, I just would like to wish him a happy birthday today.
Is it really?
It is. I told you I had something for him.
Brad Paisley is 47.
45.
Based on that picture.
Yeah. And while you guys are thinking, Brad Paisley has sung the national anthem before. World Series Game 2 in 2017 went 11 innings. World Series Game 3 in 2018 went 18 innings. The only other time we've ever had an 18-inning World Series game. Game 1 in 2022 went 10 innings. So Brad Paisley has sung in the World Series 4 times and had an 11, 18, 10, and 18-inning game.
How about you let someone else sing, Brad?
How about Brad just don't sing there anymore?
Does he sing again? That's a second game,
No.
basically.
No.
49.
45.
What did you say? Oh, 47. Alan is closest, 53. Happy birthday to Bob Melvin.
Bob Melvin. He is 64.
70.
68.
We have a correct answer. It goes to Carmichael Dave, 64. He knows it's Bob Melvin.
My guy.
Happy birthday to Terrell Davis.
Terrell or Terrell?
Terrell. I think. Terrell Davis is 58. Can you imagine playing running back at a high level, suffering from migraines?
No.
That always fascinated me.
53.
52.
We have a correct answer. It goes to Alan Styles, 53. Happy birthday, Caitlyn Jenner.
Okay. I had to. Hold on. Just doing some math here. 71.
70.
74.
Chris is closest, 76. Happy birthday, Bill Gates.
72.
73.
75.
Dave is closest, 70. Happy birthday to Lenny Wilkins.
Ooh. 86.
84.
83.
Dave is closest, 88. Happy birthday to Joaquin Phoenix.
Joker.
Joaquin Phoenix is 50. His Rivers' little brother. 58.
I told him that's just what little dudes do.
Musical.
He is 55.
56.
Chris is closest, 51.
Oh, wow.
Happy birthday, Julia Roberts.
Jeez, Julia Roberts. I'm not going to like this one.
Jeez.
Julia Roberts is 64.
Capital One.
No. What's in your wallet?
What did you say?
He said 64.
62.
65.
Alan's closest, 58.
Hey, told you.
Yeah,
Got what's in your wallet.
And last one, Andy Richter.
60. Spit it out, Styles.
59.
59? Why would you say that?
What?
Why do you think Andy Richter is 59?
He said 59.
Alan?
Just a feeling.
Oh, from his time on what show?
Oh, I get what
He's
you're
63.
Well, guys, we have a correct answer, and it goes to Alan Styles.
The Wonder Years, baby.
Andy Richter was not on the Wonder Years.
Might have been.
Or maybe he was. What's coming up on the show today? Big road trip starting tonight.
Yes, big road trip. We're going to be joined by Thunder writer Brandon Rubar, and we're going to ask him.
He said no to us. Why do you keep hoarding all the guests, Alan?
We said hoard like 3 times yesterday.
Yeah.
But it wasn't about you this time.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, that's a great tease. Looking forward to that. Alan Styles and the writer coming up over the next 4 hours for Jason, for Chris, for Sean Salisbury. I'm Carmichael Dave. We'll see you tomorrow. Light the Midwest beam. Bye-bye now.
And the only place you'll find Malik Monk is